Hey everybody, you're listening to the Untitled Gaming Podcast Project. This is episode 12. We took a week off last week due to some unforeseen circumstances, but we are back and we are ready to catch up on everything that we've missed.
Literally, this entire episode is dedicated. Honestly, it's a great thing, I think, that we put it off for the week because this week was full of announcements, just out of nowhere.
Yeah, there was a lot, to
It's a
say the
lot.
least.
Yeah, it's like it's the pre-E3 like roundabout. What is the deal?
I think part of me thinks that so many things are being announced right now simply because, well, I wouldn't even say that like a lot has necessarily been announced in terms of like long-term releases.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they have been, it's because they had been planning to release these things for a while.
Yeah, that's also something I've been thinking about. Is just that ever since the big pandemic trademark, a lot of projects that were already in the works in like 2019 have probably been like way crazy delayed. So we could be seeing just the culmination of all those projects that either didn't get canned in that period of time or now are actually getting put back into development.
Yeah, and I think for at least like one of the announcements that happened recently, it in my opinion it's just because it's so big that it can even transcend E3.
What? What is? I'm trying to think of like what announcement was that big. Oh no, no, we'll save it when we get into it.
Yeah, but how have you been? Like, what, you've been playing anything new or getting back into some old games?
Let me tell you a little something. I got a work schedule that goes from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And when I get back home, I just want to freaking sleep. However, recently been getting back into Monster Hunter. Been so glad to be back. When I'm not playing Monster Hunter, I'm playing Final Fantasy 14. But god damn, is it good to be playing Monster Hunter again.
Damn, your gaming schedule sounds similar to mine.
Oh, man, it's so rough. I hate being an adult. I can't like I see Maya's like little brother playing like video games all day, and I'm like, I used to be able to do that. Like, why did I never take full advantage of that? I just spent like all day playing Gary's mod. Like, bro, there's a backlog. Like, get that shit done. Ugh. Oh, also on top of that, I'm also been playing Resident Evil 4. I have. I'm right now in the game. I just finished defeating Salazar, and I don't know. Spoilers for what year that game came out? Like 2000, like 4.
I want to say 2004?
I feel like I'm only saying 2004 because it's Resident Evil 4.
Oh no, released 2005.
5. Damn. Okay.
Off by literally 1 month because it came out in January of 2005.
Oh damn. Okay, my birthday present. But yeah, so right now I'm in the chapter where me and Ada just took a little boat ride to a fun little rock island, and lots of folks there that aren't very fun to deal with. I am finding like I was, because I think I may have voiced this in a previous podcast. Like I was kind of nervous to get into it after getting into the series with the remakes. I was like, oh, these controls are looking a little stilted. But honestly, like I'm playing it on my PS5 right now. It's the PS4 version on the PS5. And I don't know, I just like it clicks right away, and I like the like weapon sway, and it feels more like I don't know if the word's like tactical. Like there's like a lot more thought goes into every time I need to like kill something.
Oh yeah, that's one thing that I really like about Resident Evil 4 is that, I mean, like, even nowadays, I mean, there's a lot of things to love about it. I know a lot of people hate Ashley, but
I
I
do.
think
Okay, I'm not gonna defend that. I fucking hate Ashley.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't hate her, but I'm saying that she's not as bad as other escort NPCs
Oh, that's true. That is true.
because you can literally do shit like tell her to wait inside of a
That
box,
is out. Yeah, yeah.
steal everything, and then just be like, all right, come out of the box and follow me.
Honestly, when I figured that out, that was the thing that was like, oh, this ain't too bad.
Yeah, like if you have her following you at all times, it does get a bit hectic, especially since like she can get in your way and you can actually accidentally shoot her and get a game over.
Yeah, it's
Um,
one of the few games that like actually doesn't like what's friendly fire, I guess is what it's called.
yeah. But in terms of how they designed her with the wait and follow me mechanic, I think is really good because, like I said, you could just tell her to wait in a box. She'll be
Yeah,
perfectly safe.
yeah, that's
And once
true.
you've killed everyone, you can just be like, all right, now we move.
Yeah, I love how it's tied to one button, and at least so far in my playthrough, the AI tracking hasn't been an issue. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's been really good.
And not only, but like aside from Ashley, there's something that's just so good about in my like this. I'm not sure if you feel the same way, but I think the
Mm.
reload animations in RE4 are just they feel good.
I think to me, it's just that relief knowing that like, oh god, I still have ammo left. Like
It's like
it's good
I
to
don't know if you've
reward that feeling coupled with a good animation.
yeah, because like the rifle animation where he puts all like that little
Yes,
like
yeah.
loading thing into the top and
Pulls
shoves
the
all
bolt
of them
back.
in and then
Yes.
pulls the bolt back, and it's like that's just such a nice animation. Or I don't know if you've used the Red 19 pistol.
Yeah, I've used it but I used it to kill Salazar because I just like was kind of like fed up at that point because I just been stockpiling ammo. I think I still have a full clip. I'm literally just trying to save it for like boss encounters at this point.
Hmm. But yeah,
Yeah, that
it's
gun is
like
satisfying.
yeah, and there's something also really satisfying about just like getting a headshot and watching an enemy's head explode.
Mm-hmm. And
I
then the
feel like
fucking parasite or Plagas comes out.
yeah. And I don't know, there's just a lot of things I really love about Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, man. The thing that like I keep thinking about as I'm playing it, as I'm trying to picture like playing this on a GameCube, like back in the day. Like it would have blown my fucking mind. And probably I would have never played. I probably would have been so fucking scared as a kid. Like who am I trying to kid? But like playing it now, like it's just impressive to me that this game still, to me at least, it still looks good.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ahead of its time. Resident Evil 4. But yeah, man, I'm super enjoying those are like kind of my main rotation of games I've been going through right now. How about you?
Um, let's see, for me, I haven't really been playing anything
You call
too
yourself
new.
a gamer.
No, I didn't say I haven't been playing anything, I just haven't been playing anything like new. I mean, um, recently I got a hitbox controller for fighting games.
Oh shit.
So it's an arcade stick without a stick.
Yeah, yeah, no, you were telling me about this.
Yeah, a friend of mine sold me his at a discounted price, and uh, I've just
Oh, the
been
directional like inputs, they're buttons?
yeah, there are buttons here. I can send you a picture of it actually.
Yeah, yeah, I'll throw it up right now.
Yeah, it's one, it's very ergonomic for your hands because you don't have to be gripping anything. Like it also helps that last week I sprained my wrist.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
And the hitbox, you don't need to move your wrist when using it because it's all button based, so it's literally just like moving my fingers and my thumb.
Oh shit. Yeah, yeah. I see what you mean. Oh, I that was not honestly in my head. I expected it to be almost like not like a full D-pad, but like kind of like buttons almost in like a like the up, down, left, right, and then maybe all the diagonals. That like yeah, I can see like where the hand like lines up with it.
Hmm.
Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy.
So I've been getting used to practicing with that, and I gotta say I think I've gotten pretty good at it so far.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, but aside from that, uh Final Fantasy 14, I still haven't gotten into the most recent patch 5.55. I haven't gotten to the new content in that yet.
Oh damn! Well, I'm still in Stormblood.
How far are you in Stormblood, by the way?
We just got well, Maya's way ahead of me. I just got to that oh god, the underwater city, or not like city, but it's just like underwater dome.
Oh, is it the one where the Kojin live, or the one
Yeah, yeah,
where
yeah, the one with the Kojin live.
Oh, okay, dude, I just love the aesthetic of Stormblood.
Yeah, I love the diving and shit. Like, I honestly like. I feel like I was kind of people were kind of setting me up to be more like, oh, don't expect too much from Stormblood. It gets really good in Shadowbringers, and like Heaven's Word is like the best one. And like, I do think that like like that's fair. But like, I'm honestly like I'm having a really good time with Shadowbringers.
Oh, you're not in
Or not,
Shadowbringers.
fuck, Stormblood. They both begin with S.
Yeah.
My dumb
The
weak
thing I will
brain.
say is the story of Stormblood is definitely the worst of the expansions.
Yeah, yeah, no,
Um,
I see that, I think.
but the mechanics and the things that they introduce in Stormblood, and even like
And
the
the
locales,
places. Yeah, I
yeah,
love
yeah,
going to budget Japan. It's great.
it's yeah, it's. I mean, honestly, I really enjoy it, and I like the enemy design because it's very like Asian inspired for a lot of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, like diving is literally just flying, but with like a height restriction almost.
Yeah.
But
No,
it just feels fucking cool.
yeah, honestly, I was like surprised that I'd never even like known that diving was going to be a thing. Like when Maya I looked over at the TV and she's like, you can dive now, and she was like writing like well, first she was like writing the mana ray, and then like she showed me like, oh yeah, you could just swim. It's like, what? This game's not
Oh
my
yeah.
favorite.
Once you get the blessing of the Kojin, you are able to use any mount underwater.
Oh, that's so
So
cool.
you can just have like some really funny looking stuff, like just a whole ass T-Rex underwater.
Oh my god. That, it works. It works. Maya and two of her friends were just like fucking around on the server because one of them has the whale mount, and then
Mhm.
two of them were using the those imperial hands, and they were making it look like the whale had hands, and they were like just going around and fucking with people.
That's good.
Real cute stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, on the subject of that, we can touch upon one of the big things that happened over like since the our last recording session, which is Final Fantasy 14 FanFest Online.
Woo! The first one I've actually been able to attend since now I play the game.
Yeah, it's a shame because I remember I was making plans with uh both my girlfriend and some Final Fantasy 14 friends because we really wanted to go to like an IRL fan fest together,
Yeah, man,
but
that sounds so
last year's
cool.
got canceled, and then
Hmm.
for obvious reasons, I'm not like
Yeah.
upset that it got canceled.
Oh yeah, no. There's nothing
um,
we could have done.
yeah, but uh, so for people who don't know what a fan fest is for Final Fantasy 14, every year, the Final Fantasy 14 staff, they put together essentially 3 Final Fantasy 14 conventions around the world. They do one in Europe, one in North America, and one in Japan. And throughout those fan fests, they always reveal a little bit of the upcoming expansion, and they also have just a lot of community events for just to have fun with the community that they've built.
So nice.
Yeah, and there's all sorts of stuff like uh there's a like so um Square Enix used to have like a in-company band called the Black Mages, and it was led by Nobuo Uematsu, the composer for the first 10 Final Fantasy games.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like the Black Mages, like their music is fucking sick. It's like they're a rock band. It's just great.
That's awesome.
Um and the Final Fantasy 14 music team has their own band called the Primals,
Yeah, I saw that one.
and they have a concert at every one of the fan fests.
That's
But
so.
this year, since FanFest was online and it was meant to be a worldwide experience, they actually put on the virtual concert and they did it like it was free to watch, and you can still watch it online. And I think it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I honestly like. I'm so glad that they went this route and like had it so that like we could all like see it online.
Hmm.
Just
But
I don't know. It felt so cool to like I don't know finally like be a part of this because I feel so invested now in Final Fantasy 14.
aren't you glad that you listened to me after like 4 weeks of me talking about it nonstop at Curry House?
Every fucking day I'm taking in dirty dishes. I'm going around wiping down tables. Every time I go back to the kitchen, Tyus is telling me about some shit. I have no idea what he's talking. It's like another language. But every now and then like something sparks my interest that sounds cool and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" MMOs can't be fun. What the fuck are you talking about?
Look, for the people who are like, if you've ever been on the fence about trying Final Fantasy 14 because it's a subscription-based MMO, I understand, because I was in the exact same place. Because, like, in my head, paying to play a game every month felt like crazy almost, and like I'm somebody who loves free to play games. Like, I play fucking League of Legends, and I've played League of Legends for 8 years
Oh no.
for like God's sake, or 9 years. But Final Fantasy 14 has given me so much content, so much enjoyment, and so many like unforgettable experiences that I think it is well worth the $14 or $15 per month to play. And even if you don't want to pay, and this is a fucking meme in the community,
do
there
it,
is a
do it.
free trial
Say the
up
line.
until level 60, including the critically acclaimed first expansion, Heaven's Word.
Yes.
And let me tell you, Heaven's Word was arguably was the best expansion up until Shadowbringers, and I think Shadowbringers just fucking blew it out of the water. But uh for like Realm Reborn and Heaven's Word, and even like getting to level 60 with each one of your characters is well over, I would say, like probably like 200, 300 hours of content if you do every little thing.
Like you're
And
basically getting two JRPGs. Although uh, don't put too much stock into a Realm Reborn.
I will say Realm Reborn is very slow to start, but I mean, you even liked
It
Realm
kind of, no,
Reborn.
yeah, no, I got turned. I feel like the stuff that I really liked about Realm Reborn started in the patches before Heaven's Word.
Really? No, because I remember you telling me when you started the free trial, and you were telling me that you were really enjoying it and really liking it.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah, no, no,
uh,
I know what you mean because like that was like my fresh start, like going into it. I'm like, oh, this is all new, and I'm like, oh, I'm getting like enveloped into the world. And then when I had
yeah,
to go through it over again was kind of when I was like, okay.
yeah, but yeah, game is honestly so great.
Yeah,
The
going on.
community, for the most part, is really good. I'm not gonna say entirely because there are some bad
I
eggs.
mean, that's our community.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, going on about like the subscription, I that was one of the things I was really hesitant about. But going over like the thing like the fan fest, it does a really good job to kind of really show you like the team and like how much passion there is going behind this project, and like to remind you that like this game is a service, and meaning that like they have to like pay to keep it running, and all this like all the money that goes from our like subscriptions goes towards this team so that they can keep working passionately on this game and keep coming up with like these amazing experiences. So like to me it makes me feel like I don't mind paying that like monthly price.
I'm gonna talk about how passionate and how just incredible the team is in a little bit, because but first off, I just want to kind of talk about like the stuff that they announced at
Oh yeah, yeah.
FanFest. The first one being the new melee class is the Reaper, and it's a scythe
Fucking
wielding
so
melee
cool.
class. It's so edgy. It
It's
like
so fucking cool.
it's so edgy, but
It's
god
Shadow the
damn it, it's
Hedgehog the
fucking
class.
sick.
It's so fucking cool.
You literally get to summon a demon from like this unknown realm,
How the
and
hell
then
is that
you
gonna
get to fuse
work?
with it.
Like, how is that gonna work? Holy shit.
So I could go into my thoughts on it because of what I saw from that little announcement video.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that your characters like scythe attacks, like the normal skills,
Yeah.
are gonna be global cooldown skills, which are the ones that they all when you use one skill, like all your skills go on cooldown for a little bit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I think like those, like your basic melee combo and your basic skills, are gonna be global cooldowns or GCDs,
Okay.
and then um classes have off global cooldown abilities too, which are
Mm.
ones that you can use but like during the global cooldown, like they don't go on cooldown when all your other skills do.
Oh, okay.
So I think that the Void Sent attacks are either going to be off global cooldown skills, or it's going to be a system similar to Machinist where you you build up a meter and then you summon it,
Oh.
and then like it kind of goes off on its own for a while.
Okay, I see. I see what you mean. I wonder if they could maybe like it'd be cool if it was something that like you could almost like send it to a target and then like or like you know what I mean, so it's almost like you're fighting two things at once and like it's more like strategic I guess rather than it's on its own.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so cool.
They announced the names of some new areas. They showed off new areas.
Yeah,
Uh,
I got a theory about one of them.
yeah.
Yeah, well I'll tell it when we get there.
They also revealed that there's going to be two new playable races, or I guess technically two halves of playable races that
Yeah.
are going to be added, which I think it's great.
Yeah, I'm already planning on using my my what the bottle of Fantasia. I'm gonna be
Mhm.
using that to do male Viera.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've decided because on my the server that I've been really active on, I right now I'm the what's the name of the dragon race?
Aura.
Yeah, like I just nothing against that race. I love by the way I love the sleeping animation for them because they literally just become like a stiff board when I log out at the end. Like it's so fucking funny. But I just feel like it doesn't like necessarily like match the like vibe I was going for with my character. But like I like what I'm seeing with the bunny.
Yeah, the Melvieras.
Yeah.
But what's your theory about one of
It's a
these areas?
Labyrinthos. I think that
I'm just gonna
Labyrinthos.
say that I
Mhm.
absolutely called it when I was watching, because I streamed my reaction to
Yeah,
the keynote announcement, and as soon as I saw that place, I'm like, I bet this is some fucking underground city shit.
you literally because I was listening to your stream while I was doing like my job because I had to drop off dogs. But like when you were like describing that and like underground city, and like I know we're going to the moon, and I'm like, well, I don't see the purpose for like. I mean, like, look, maybe I haven't come across a lot of the underground races in Eorzea. Like, I don't know, maybe there are more than I realize. But hey, wouldn't it make sense if like there's an underground civilization on the moon that they have this like habitat that like replicates Earth in a way? You know, I don't know. Call me crazy. Either that or this place is like really deep underground on the planet. Not sure.
I'm not sure, but I'm excited for it.
Yeah, man. Oh my god, I'm so fucking excited.
I also my girlfriend called me a fucking wizard because I remember when they opened up the pre-orders for the collector's boxes.
hmm
Um, I was literally outside of my house. I was like on a walk, and I just opened up my phone and I went to the Square Enix store website and I was able to get a collector's box. And I'll have you know that those things sold out in 15 minutes.
Seriously?
Yeah, they've been
Oh
sold out.
fuck! Holy shit!
But I didn't have to wait in a queue or anything. Like literally, I just got in. And don't get me wrong, I feel really bad for the people who were not as lucky as me.
Oh yeah,
Like
of course.
I do feel really bad,
But you got
but
it the
like
god honest way.
yeah, I didn't like I'm not gonna scalp it or anything. I'm not gonna fucking sell the collector's box for like $300 or something. But like it was literally I just opened up my phone. I went on Google. I typed in Square Enix store.
Oh
I
my
clicked the
god,
first
dude.
link, found the pre-order button, and I pre-ordered it.
You lucky son of a bitch. I was like, I was contemplating it, but I just like, I hesitated, man. In moments like this, you just can't hesitate anymore on these kinds of purchases.
Look, I already bought the physical collector's edition of what's it called?
Shadowbringers?
Shadowbringers,
Yeah.
and I did not regret it at all. And
Maya wishes she could retroactively go back in time and get the Stormblood one because she wants the chicken knife.
mm,
She wants that chicken knife so badly.
ah, I might be wrong, but you can upgrade to the digital collector's edition of like old versions
Oh,
and get the
really?
stuff that's included in it. Yeah,
Oh shit, no, I'm gonna look into that then. Let me write that
because
down.
I know I did that for A Realm Reborn, so I have the digital collector's edition of A Realm Reborn.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, dude, I'll look into that then. Yeah, because she's been seeing people with the chicken knife, and she's been loving Red Mage, and this would easily make it better.
But yeah, there's
New divorce, the Alliance raid. Is that your joke?
that was my girlfriend's joke.
I was like so confused when they showed that because literally Maya and I just got married in the game, and I was like, wait, I recognize that.
Yeah, it looks just like the eternal bonding ceremony area.
Oh my god, it's so funny. I mean, yeah.
But yeah, so there's that. Um Also, yeah, if you go to I'm on Mog Station right now. If you go to the Mog Station and you go to your account, then you go to Digital Collector's Edition upgrade, you can pay $20 to get the upgraded.
Oh
Um
shit, yeah. Okay, I see what you're talking about.
yeah,
Okay. Oh my god, thank you. Alright, I'm
no problem.
gonna show this. Save that.
But yeah, so there's that. I was just a tad let down. Like I don't want to say like the fucking like the announcements were
What?
shit or anything. The only thing that I was let down by was when they first announced Endwalker.
Hmm.
One of the slides that they showed, and this was a few months ago, um, was they showed a secret boss slash summon from Final Fantasy X called Anima.
Oh.
And Final Fantasy X, aside from Final Fantasy XIV, is far and away my favorite Final Fantasy game. So
So
when they
I've heard.
showed Anima, I was beyond excited, and I was hoping
Hmm.
that they would talk more about that or show some more Final Fantasy
Elaborate.
X references. They
Blitz
didn't.
ball.
I,
New
I dude,
PvP.
I fucking love Blitzball. Okay, I fucking love Blitzball, and if they
I'm
add
all
Blitzball
for
to
it,
the
dude.
game, I would be so fucking pumped.
I'm all for it, and honestly, I wish they would. I mean, because I was gonna point out like they put triple triad in the game. Like,
The
why
thing
not put
is,
the other like in-universe
Triple
game in here?
Triad
It's a
was
card game. It's
like
easy to just drop
it
in.
was significantly more loved than Blitzball.
Really?
Yeah, people hate Blitzball.
But people hate Final Fantasy VIII. At least I thought they did.
People hate most of the gameplay of Final Fantasy VIII. Most people love Triple Triad.
Okay, all right. Okay, I cannot get into triple triad. I gave it a shot.
Oh my god, dude, I fucking love Triple Triad.
Fuck. I'm not trying to make a hot take. I could probably get into it. Just oh shit.
No, like, I mean, I've already gone into
Numbers.
detail about how I am a card game player
Yeah.
before, and
Yeah.
like Triple Triad just feeds into that even more.
Good name.
Oh, yeah, it's so good.
Yeah,
But
if they put Blitzball in, that should be fucking mad.
they also went in. They were talking about how there's gonna be some more slow-paced content with the I don't remember what it's called, but it's a little island life thing.
Yes. My farming simulator game, thank you.
Yeah, essentially, it's gonna be a farming simulator.
I'm like so fucking happy because why do I fucking love like what's it called? Fucking Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley. Like this shit is my jam, and now I get to do it in Final Fantasy. Like, thank you. I don't know why they knew I wanted this.
I don't know. I'm not complaining about it because honestly, like I am a big fan of Stardew Valley and Harvest Moon.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm honestly quite happy with the fact that it's being added.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not entirely sure why it's being added, but I'm
What do
also
you
not
mean?
complaining.
Yeah, no, it is kind of weird that that's like the route they're going. I'm assuming there'll be like probably some cool rewards for like doing a lot of it, or I don't know, maybe it'll become another one of those things where it's like you can kind of just show off to other people like how good your farm is. It's essentially Farmville's back, you know?
Yeah, but I know they. I'm not entirely sure, but I thought they said it was going to be like kind of more single player focused.
Oh, I didn't catch that part then.
I could be wrong about that, but at the
That's so
very least,
strange.
they probably are going to have like maybe an exclusive minion and or an exclusive mount or like exclusive
Mm,
housing items. And I gotta
yeah.
say, like, they recently added an exclusive mount for it's something that you get if you get every single triple triad card in the game.
What?
You know what the mount is?
What?
It's just a fucking giant triple triad card that you ride on.
That's fucking awesome. What the fuck?
I know, right? Isn't this fucking sick?
I don't even like now I feel like I actually need to do that. Fuck. That's actually really cool. I like that.
Yeah,
God,
it literally if you get every single triple triad card in the game, you get a giant triple triad card mount.
that is really fucking cool. And now I'm gonna be collecting the triple triad cards. I'm not gonna be playing it. Wait, do you get please don't tell me there's cards you can only get by playing it.
Okay, I won't tell you.
No! No! You fucking kidding me? Fuck, I'll watch a walkthrough. Oh god
Because
damn it.
there are some cards that you can only get by challenging NPCs to triple triad matches and beating them.
Oh, end me. God damn it. Although on the plus side, maybe I'll probably actually just get into it. God damn it. God damn it.
But yeah, Final Fantasy 14. I know we've already went on and on about it before, but uh just the stuff that they announced for Endwalkers is so fucking I'm like beyond excited already for it.
Yeah, one of the other things also, like I think this is probably for me like the last thing that I can think of off the top of my head is I'm fucking excited for server travel.
Yeah, the cuz the cross data center travel is something that's going to be really cool, and for those who don't know, there are separate data centers which are essentially servers per um major server that you're in. So like even in like North America, there's 3 different data centers with Primal, Aether, and Crystal. And
Mhm.
within each one of those, uh, what's it called? Within
It,
each one of those data centers, there's little mini servers, and you can travel between those servers, or quote unquote worlds. But
yeah.
if you're playing on say Crystal and your friend is playing on Aether, you cannot play together. but they announced that even before Endwalker comes out, because I think it's going to be
Yep.
coming.
Yeah.
It's going to be coming out before Endwalker comes out.
Yeah. So that
They're
way
going
it
to be
doesn't.
adding
Yeah.
cross data center travel, so that way people in different data centers can play games together.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy about that.
Yeah.
I'm also just looking forward to it because now I I feel bad for if I abandon my character in your server, but like I got my character up so high on the server that I'm on right now, but I can actually like do shit with you like again, and like
Yeah.
with like my character that I've been like putting a lot of hours in on. It'll be good. It'll be great. I'm just happy overall with the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. And then oh yeah, so this is a more serious topic. And I'm not sure if you heard about this, but at the end of the Primals concert was the way they closed out the FanFest event.
Mm-hmm. I think I know what you're
And
about to talk about.
it was an absolutely amazing performance. Um like everything was great. They even fucking they even uh parodied a meme during the performance with the twinning.mp4 meme, and like it was absolutely astounding that
So
they went to
good.
that length, like that the development team knew about the memes and they made a whole dance and
Oh, I
everything
love them.
to like give back to the community essentially when they didn't have to do that, you know. But at the end of it, uh Masayoshi Soken, the lead composer for Final Fantasy XIV, um he wanted to speak, like to give a bit of a to give a little bit of a speech, which was kind of weird because people thought it was going to be Yoshi P or like one of the writers for 14.
Mm-hmm.
And Soken uh pretty much revealed that around the start of the pandemic last year he was diagnosed with cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And he only told Yoshida, who's Yoshi P, who's the producer of Final Fantasy XIV, and Yoshi P is his best friend. He only told Yoshida and Matsuda, who is the president of Square Enix.
Mm-hmm.
He only told those two about it, and he essentially begged them to let him continue working on stuff while he was in the hospital. But he didn't want anyone in the team to know about it
Mm-hmm.
because he didn't want to be given special treatment. And he told Yoshida and Matsuda, you know, I need to work. I need to have something that I can do, something to work towards, because if I don't, then my life will have no meaning.
My God.
Yeah, and he made all of the new music from patch 5.3 and 5.4 essentially from a hospital bed.
It's so crazy.
It's absolutely insane that he did that, for one thing,
Yeah.
because like the boss fight music for the boss of patch 5.3,
Mm-hmm.
the song is called To the Edge. That song is fucking amazing. And
Now I
like
gotta
a
get
lot of the
there.
lyrics into it, like they mean a lot more when you realize that Soken wrote it from a hospital bed. And
Really?
even what's it called? The writer for Shadowbringers, she was even saying on stage like she felt bad because like she was asking him to tweak the song by like a few seconds so that it would work better with the cutscenes in the
Oh.
fight and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But for Soken, he said that um like his commitment to the community and the fan base and the fact that nobody was treating him differently, like people were just enjoying the song not because oh they knew that he wrote it from like a hospital bed, but the
Yeah.
fact that the song was just good was more than enough for him, and like Yoshida broke down in tears on stage because this goes back to the beginning of A Realm Reborn and the end of Final Fantasy XIV 1.0.
Mm.
Yoshida essentially announced that to the team that, you know, we're going to be making a brand new game from the ground up. Like what we have with Final Fantasy XIV right now, we're essentially going to be taking it down and like destroying all of it and working from scratch again.
Just,
And
there's a great documentary that you showed me that if anybody listening to this has not seen and wants a good idea of what this like what happened, it's such a great watch.
yeah, it's the Final Fantasy XIV documentary by NoClip, and I recommend all of NoClip's documentaries because they're all super good.
Hmm.
But apparently like the whole room kind of fell silent because they were like, what the fuck, we just spent like the past like year and a half working to fix this game and now we have to essentially get rid of it all. And Soken was the only person who got up and he was like, hell yeah, let's do this. Like I
Hmm.
trust in Yoshida. Like let's make this, like let's do what he has planned.
Oh yeah.
And from there, Final Fantasy XIV went from literally like one of the worst reviewed MMOs to being um one of the
Critically
if
acclaimed.
not, it's critically acclaimed now. And Yoshida and Soken have been there since essentially day one. And Yoshida was crying and he was like, look, I'm sorry for being selfish, but I'm just happy that my best friend is back by my side because uh like thank God for this, but Soken's cancer has almost gone into full remission, and
Oh,
he
thank
was given
God.
the okay by his doctor to go and be at the event and like perform and everything.
Hmm.
But I remember I was in tears listening to the fact that Soken went through all that
Yeah.
essentially silently.
Yeah. It, it just what a harrowing like story, man. Like and like to anybody out there that's just like video games as a medium where it's like childish shit, like these are people that like put their like their blood, sweat, tears, their passions, like hopes and dreams, like they put them on the screen and like you get to experience it. Like
Yeah,
this
I
shit's
mean,
real.
like honestly, like the music in Final Fantasy XIV is it's beyond amazing.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't know how else to describe it aside from that, but like some people have even gone as far as saying like, oh, uh shit, I'm pulling a blank. People have gone as far as saying like, oh, Soken is like um the new Nobuo Uematsu.
Hmm.
Because Nobuo Uematsu, he's the guy that did uh, all of the music from Final Fantasy 1 up until Final Fantasy 10, and he's even worked on a few of the other
Right.
projects like Final Fantasy 13 and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I saw a comment that I think is really important, that he's not the next Nobuo Uematsu, he's the first Masayoshi Soken.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Like the way that like his music just has so much passion behind it, and you can really tell.
Hmm.
And um just aside from that, like
The
I know
opening
that
song to
he
Endwalker is really fucking good. Like I've been listening to it.
it's so fucking good. And the fact that it uses like motifs from all of the
Yeah.
other like
And it played
expansions in the
Heaven's
base
Word, like
games,
holy fucking shit.
when they played the Heavensward music and the Stormblood music and then the fucking Shadowbringers music, like that shit blew my goddamn mind. And like Soken actually got a world record. He has a world record for the most uh I can't remember the exact wording for it, but it's like the most composed pieces in a game.
Really?
Yeah, because like he's
Holy
pretty much
shit.
worked on all of the music in Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh my god. Yeah, for like one project, that's fucking crazy. And honestly, like I mean, it keeps going from there.
Yeah, so
Incredible, man.
this was back in 2017, by the way. But
Oh
he
God.
got 3 world records. One was for the most original pieces of music in a video game.
Jeez.
Oh well, I'm sorry. Um, he has that world record, but then in 2017 they got the world record for the longest credits in an MMO because ARR's credits last 98 minutes.
Yeah, I remember that.
But there's a reason for that. It's because they include all of the people who participated in 1.0.
That's
And
sweet.
there's also a really cool little Easter egg that people who have been playing since 1.0, their characters are legacy characters and they have a special tattoo on their back that only 1.0 characters have.
It's so cool. It almost like just creates this little like mystique and lore just from like being in the game and like seeing that and being like, what is that about? And like, I can't get that. And like, what is their deal? Or it's almost like just coming across like some rare like phenomenon.
Yeah, but Soken and the entire 14 development team just has a lot of love for their game, their community, for like every little part of Final Fantasy 14, because you can find like if people post, I don't know, say like a remix of a song or like their take on a song or whatever, Stoken is often commenting saying like, "Oh, thank
Oh,
you for for doing this, like I really appreciate it or I love it or whatever."
oh, that's so
Like,
sweet.
yeah, and it's just like it's astounding to me how much they care.
And
Because you don't see that
honestly,
with
yeah,
like any fucking video game developers nowadays.
yeah, man. Like it is the like a lot of these companies like they make a like free to play game or like let's say like like pay like subscription based game and like I feel like when a lot of these companies do it, it's like they try to incentivize people with like these cheap microtransactions or skins or whatever. But like when I see like the team that are making Final Fantasy 14, like it makes me it makes me so happy to know that like my money every month is going towards like these people who are so passionate and like
Hmm.
they are just working so hard to bring an experience like no other, and I'm so like happy to be a part of it in that in this way.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, this is something that has kind of been going on. Like a lot of people have been saying this recently,
Mm,
but a lot of people count like Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringers, in
mm.
particular. They say that it's the best Final Fantasy story in like the past like maybe 10, maybe even like 20 years. And
Wow.
like as somebody who's played all the fucking Final Fantasy games, I 100% agree.
Yeah, but you played them all?
The
You didn't
only
beat
Final Fantasy
15.
I didn't, but that's because I couldn't be bothered to because of reasons. But aside
Yeah,
aside from
way to dodge that one.
aside from 15, because okay, look, I have so many problems with 15, with the
Yeah, we don't have
story,
to get
with
into
the
that
setting.
here. We don't have to get into
Um,
that here.
but aside from 15, I have beaten Final Fantasies 1 through 13.
I find
I
that
beat
surprising.
13 too.
Hmm. Oh shit.
Um, the only, well, aside from, I did not beat Final Fantasy 11, which is the other MMO Final Fantasy, which, fun fact, is still getting regular updates to this day.
No way. What? It is? I thought that I didn't know it was even still going.
It is still going. The servers are still online. People still play Final Fantasy 11 religiously.
Oh.
They still have events for the game and whatnot.
Oh my god. Wow. What the okay. I didn't realize that. I feel
Yeah.
like the earliest I can go with Final Fantasy might be it's the one before 6. It was like the first Super Nintendo one, but they never released it in America.
So Final Fantasy 5?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess 5 does come before 6, doesn't it? God fucking. But like, it's
It was
just
released
it
in
gets
America as Final
confusing in my
Fantasy
head.
2, though.
Oh wait, so it did get an American release on Super Nintendo?
I
Because I think 1 and
don't.
2 weren't they NES games, and then I think it just went right to 3, which was 6.
Well, Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3 were all on the NES. Final Fantasy 4 was on the Super Nintendo,
Okay,
but Final
I
Fantasy
think I see what's
4
happening
was
there.
released in North America as Final Fantasy 2,
Yeah, because
because
like,
2 and 3 never came over to North America until
mm,
much later down the line.
mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy 5 never came out in North America until later down the line. And then Final Fantasy 6 was regarded as Final Fantasy 3 in North America.
Fuck, that stuff is so like, it's easy to see how I got confused. This shit is like ridiculous, but
Oh yeah,
I feel like
absolutely.
the Super Nintendo era is probably like the earliest I can go back. There's no way I would have the patience to get through the NES games.
Um, the way I got through the NES games was I actually played the Game Boy Advance ports of them.
Dude, that's what I hear. I've heard that before, because isn't 1 and 2 like a compilation
Yeah,
title or something? Yeah.
yeah,
I've heard that is literally the best way to play it.
yeah. Final Fantasy 1 and 2 Dawn of Souls on the Game Boy Advance.
And then I think 2
In
has
my
like a
opinion,
little like extra ending or something, or like little like bonus content.
both of them do. Both
Oh,
1
they
and 2
both
have.
do.
Yeah,
Okay. Damn, okay. Then I guess maybe I would do that then.
I would recommend it. I do think that it is the best way to enjoy 1 and 2 aside from the PSP release.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, the PSP release is probably the best version of Final Fantasy 1 and 2.
Hmm.
But if you don't have 1 and 2, if you don't have the PSP or you don't want to play it on the PSP, the Game Boy Advance version is much better.
Oh, okay. Damn. Well, and Shadowbringers blows it all out of the water.
Shadowbringers, I wouldn't say blows everything out of the water.
Everything better than 7. Better than. That's
I
sacrilegious
don't.
to say anything's better than 7. I feel like 7 is so like heralded. That and like maybe 10.
Well, the most popular Final Fantasy games are definitely 7, 6, and 10.
Hmm.
Those are the kind of big three. I would say that the opinion on 7 kind of it's almost kind of like the opinion of Ocarina of Time,
Yeah.
where how there's some people who say that Ocarina of Time is the best, and then some people that say over Final Fantasy or Ocarina of Time is overrated, and then they go back
Yeah.
and say later like, oh well, actually for the time, like Ocarina of Time is the best or the best Legend of Zelda.
Oh my god. I have well actually it's not that similar, but there's a take I gotta do later when we talk about the Sonic shit.
All right, but yeah, uh I think because 7 is really good. I don't know though, like Shadowbringers is just something else, man.
I'm looking forward to get there, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, that was Final Fantasy Fan Fest. I'm trying to think if there was anything else.
Yeah,
It's like
so
seeing
I
on
just
there.
want to say if there's any, because I know I've seen that there are some people hating on the Final Fantasy 14 dev team, saying like, oh, like, why aren't the female Hrothgar coming out
Bro.
earlier, or why aren't like, because
No.
there's this content in the game, which is ultimate difficulty, raids,
Hmm.
and they have already confirmed that there's not going to be an ultimate raid releasing with 6.0 or the first
Hmm.
patch of Endwalker.
Hmm.
And I want to say to those people, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Especially if you think that the dev team doesn't care, because the fact that Soken literally wrote some of the best music in the game from a fucking hospital bed without asking for any sympathy or anything, like, I think that just proves how fucking dedicated the team is.
Yeah, anybody who's like just fucking typing from their like keyboard and like without even any fucking knowledge at all about what goes, because you and I don't even know like a lot about what goes on behind like the scenes at these places. It's you can't just like say that to them and be like, hey, like you're not working hard enough. Why don't you have everything I want specifically?
Yeah, exactly.
This shit's so obnoxious.
Yeah, that's just what I wanted to say.
Yeah, man, I'm with you there.
Yeah, but that was the announcements of Final Fantasy 14 FanFest. Sorry, it got a bit
Ooh.
heavy towards the end, but yeah, I gotta give a lot of respect to Soken and the development team.
Yeah, man. I honestly, this game is it's more than, like, I want to say it's like more than a game without it sounding so like cringe, but like it's so good.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Which which announcement are we gonna tackle next?
Mm, if we're going in chronological order, I would say Monster Hunter.
Yeah, let's do Monster Hunter.
So Monster Hunter, as of the recording of this podcast 2 days ago, had another digital event where they revealed some more things for Monster Hunter Stories 2, as well as Monster Hunter Rises 3.0 update and a bit of a future roadmap for Monster Hunter Rise.
More goodies, more goodies.
Tons more goodies that I am fucking ecstatic for.
It's like I feel like I'm not knowledgeable enough in the Monster Hunter series to be like, oh, I know this monster. Or I'm happy that this monster is being added, but I'm just sitting here like, more content, yes, please. Like, just keep piling it on, waiter.
Yeah, so one of the for the stories content, they showed off a few new monsters that they hadn't shown in the stories engine, or monsters that they hadn't announced for stories 2.
Mm.
Including Lagia Cruz, Zamtrios, there's a few others and I'm pulling a blank. They also showed off that some characters from the first game would be returning.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, a lot of good stuff for stories too. Looking
Yeah.
very much forward to that game in 2
Sounds like
months.
they're making a lot more like meatier content in there. The game seems a bit bigger than I thought.
Oh well, Stories 1 had a shitload of content.
Oh fuck. Okay, so this one's gonna be even bigger than. Oh, hopefully, if any sequel
Yeah.
worth its salt, it's gotta be bigger and better.
I mean, it's definitely looking like it's going to, especially since they're going to be adding more multiplayer content,
Hmm.
which I think is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, because multiplayer is literally a staple of Monster Hunter, and now that it actually gets to be included in the spin-off series, like, that's great.
Yeah.
Also, that art style is so good. I do like the art style for stories a lot.
Oh yes, I love the art style for it.
I really am a sucker for that part. I keep like stuttering over my words, but what I'm trying to say is, I think I am gonna pick up stories too. Like I wasn't like really sure just because I never played the first one,
Oh
but
well, you don't have to have played the first one to play Stories 2.
yeah, I think they even said that too in maybe it was like the last story, because like I think they mentioned that this one was like you can just approach it if you haven't played the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna pick this one up.
And then for Rise, they started off the announcement by or not the announcement, I guess they started off the I don't know how to go about it, but the first announcement that they made was uh that the flagship monster from Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate,
Yeah.
Valstrax, was going to be returning, but it's also got a brand new variant called the Crimson Glow Valstrax, which is
That
just so
shit looks
fucking
terrifying
sick.
to fight. I gotta point out that like I was watching the trailer, like the guy's talking so calmly about it, and then like in the footage, it fucking flies into the stratosphere and then like rockets back down to fucking Earth. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And it shoots fireballs from its wings.
Did it do that shit in Generations Ultimate?
Yeah, it did.
What the fuck?
And funnily enough, before this podcast, I beat Crimson Glow Valstrax on my own time.
What the fuck?
And some of its new attacks are fucking wild.
Oh god, dude.
Oh.
I'm looking forward to that when I get my hunter rank up. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you have to be Hunter rank 100 to fight Valstrax.
Well, I am currently a 4, so I'm getting there. God, why did I drop the game so early? Why did I have to become busy?
Post Hunter rank 7, your Hunter rank goes up very fast.
Yeah. Uh, we'll get there. We'll get there.
They also added a cohesive end to the story of the game.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what that was about, but I'm happy.
Yeah, so when the game first came out, when you reached Hunter rank 7, you got to fight like the quote-unquote final boss of the game.
Mm.
But um it was left at a very sort of like cliffhanger type ending.
Oh, interesting.
And a lot of people, myself included, just chalk this up to the game being developed during quarantine.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Uh, so like 3.0 essentially puts in the actual ending of the game.
Oh, that's cool though. I'm glad like it's just being patched in, unlike
Yeah.
some studios that may charge you for a proper ending. Certain studios like EA and with Mass Effect and all that. Anyway, better than that.
And then they followed it up with a roadmap of stuff that they were going to be adding down the line.
Mm-hmm.
And
Including something I
I'm
was looking forward to.
what is it that you were looking forward to? I'm curious, actually.
Capcom crossovers.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, as somebody who's always been a fan of the crossover quests, and like the crossover quests have always been very hard,
So worth it.
which is like part of the fun of it, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But the like they've always had such good crossovers. Like World, they had
Mila
like the Resident
Jovovich.
Evil 2. Yeah, Mila Jovovich. But they had a Resident Evil 2 collab, they had Devil May Cry collab, Mega Man collab.
You know what this means, right?
Hmm?
There is a actual high possibility that Lady Dromisco could could be in one of these crossovers.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like there is a high probability that is going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Oh my
I can't wait
god.
to do a rampage hunt with Lady Dimitrescu being the major threat.
Oh my god, please. Please. Oh, if they don't, that's such a missed opportunity, man. I don't know if they'll do it, but like I really hope they do Nintendo crossovers again.
I mean, that's more on Nintendo than it is on Capcom, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, but
The
since it's
only,
gonna be ported to PC, like in what, next year?
yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. The only problem
Yeah.
that I can see with that is that they'd either have to keep it, um, like, separated, like, just excluded from the PC release,
Hmm.
or, just not have it at all.
Yeah. It- yeah. It's almost like the Rocket League thing where it's like if you're playing on Switch, you get like the cool Nintendo cars, but literally like there is crossplay, but if you're doing crossplay and you're using a Nintendo car, everyone else just sees you as like the base like normie car. It's like
Oh,
so
that
lame.
sucks.
It's like so lame. But yeah, I would prefer them to just like if it really came to that, like just keep it stuff that you can see no matter what. I mean,
Mhm.
I guess I don't know if there probably won't be crossplay between Switch and PC. I don't think. I don't think
I
any Capcom game in the past has done that.
I don't think so. The closest thing I can think of is that Street Fighter V has crossplay between PS4 and Steam,
Oh, okay.
but that's like the only Capcom crossplay game that I can think of, honestly.
Yeah, then I doubt there'll be crossplay in this case.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward also just to be doing the because they're doing the first one, which is with Monster Hunter Stories.
Yeah, the Monster Hunter Stories 2 collab where you can get a Palico gear to look like one of the Palicos from Stories 2, and if you have save data from Stories 2, you get the layered armor for the Stories 2 base game.
Buying
And
Stories 2 just for that alone.
and if you have save data for Rise on your Switch when you play Stories 2, then you get the Kamura armor.
Already bought
For,
Rise just for that reason.
for
That reason
Stories.
alone.
And I mean, I gotta say, like, I already liked the Kimura armor, but
Hmm.
seeing the Kimura armor in the story's art
Oh
style, it just
yeah,
makes me love it even like that much more.
totally does. It's so good. Yeah, I mean they laid out the roadmap, and I'm looking forward to the next update from them. Which honestly, it could. I mean, like, and I'm not saying it's gonna be soon, but like, they seem to be pretty like proactive. Is like really cool.
Hmm. Yeah, they're releasing these updates once a month, and if I mean, Rise has already sold, I think, 7 million units.
Yeah, that is it's a whopping amount.
Yeah, yeah, I think, yeah, it's shipped over 7 million copies worldwide.
Damn.
And if that success is anything to go off of, because you also have to consider that there's a bunch of people who are waiting, to play it on PC,
Yeah, that's true.
and there's also, uh, what's it called? There's also just some people who might not have a Switch that want to play it.
Yeah,
Uh,
push them over the edge.
yeah,
A little
like
nudge.
there's gonna be more players getting the game. And if the success of Monster Hunter World and how long they kept supporting that game is anything to go off of, I can easily see them making a Monster Hunter Rise Ultimate or like an expansion similar to Iceborne,
Hmm.
and for them to continue updating that game for months, maybe even years to come.
That's true. I mean, they literally did talk a bit about DLC, which is probably it could be literally they're dipping the toes in the water of seeing like how well like some paid content like could go, and it's not really anything like big in terms. It's not like an expansion, but it's a few little like armor. I think isn't it armor sets and
Um, it's like hairstyles, voice
yeah,
packs, etc., stuff
yeah,
like
lots
that.
of cosmetic.
Yeah, it's literally nothing that helps you in game.
Game is not paid when you earn that shit, buddy.
Exactly.
You earn that hunter rank. Don't even think about it.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What is your number one like dream Capcom collab?
Oh
Or
fuck.
not even Capcom, because like you said, there's also Nintendo collabs that they've done in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your number one Nintendo or Capcom collab?
Oh man, that's tough. So I feel like the easiest one to go to, and they kind of did this on like 3DS with Link, like Zelda, but like realistically, like, and I forgot what there's like a Twitter user that does like fan art of this, but like I would love a Pokemon like Monster Hunter crossover.
Oh, I know exactly which Twitter artist you're talking about because I've seen like
It's
their like weapon
incredible work.
designs and everything,
Yeah.
and I was just like, God damn.
It makes it look like that idea is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to see Pokemon like reimagined as like Monster Hunter monsters that you gotta hunt, and like see like some sort of, because literally like the elemental effects and stuff like that like still take part in it. Like that's such a cool idea.
Hmm.
Pokemon is such a versatile series. It could be used in a lot of ways.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so I think for me that'd be mine. What about you?
It's really hard for me to think about it because there are so many Capcom IPs that um I have been like literally like a lifelong fan of.
They already did Devil May Cry, Tyus.
Well, that's the thing. What if they do it again?
Please do it again. I want them to do it
Like,
again.
can you imagine like if they make like you could get like a Nero layered armor because like the wire bug is like his grapple mechanic,
Oh my! Literally,
Or
as you like were explaining, I was like seeing it in my head play out.
or like they do a fucking Virgil, like, cause like they've always done Dante in the past. What if they do like Virgil because he's got the
Oh
fucking
fuck
long
yeah!
sword? You could get the
Fuck yeah!
Yamato as a weapon.
That'd be
Like
so fucking cool.
shit like that would blow my mind. Like if they do Mega Man now that the heavy bowgun has the charge mechanic, like
Oh my
a Mega Man collab
god!
would fit perfectly.
Have they ever done Mega
Um,
Man X?
no, they've never done Mega Man X. They've always done classic Mega Man.
Well, maybe at that point, it's like if they really want to branch out, maybe if they're like, if they're thinking that Mega Man just ain't cut anymore, just do Mega Man X. Like, come on.
Yeah, they could do like Mega Man X, and then they could also have like both like Mega Man X and Zero, so you could have like a sword.
So fucking cool.
Um, you could do they could do Strider Hiryu, because they in Generations and Generations Ultimate there was a Strider collab where you
Hmm.
got dual blades, but
Oh,
since
that's funny.
Strider only uses one sword, the second dual blade was just your hand. So you had his Cypher sword in one hand, and then you were literally just like slashing monsters with your hand with the other one,
that's, that's clever. They made it work. I like
which
that.
again is just fucking cool.
Yeah, no, I think it is.
But there's that. I mean, obviously I'm a competitive Street Fighter player, so anything from that fits. They could do stuff from Okami because this game is literally just set in
Yeah.
Japan.
Yeah, this would be the time to do something Okami.
Like I'd even be down for like a fucking because they've done it before. They had a Phoenix Wright event where you got to
What?
dress up your cat as Phoenix Wright.
Oh, that's funny. I like that.
And like your cat would attack with like a little objection speech bubble. They've also in the past have done collabs outside of Capcom and Nintendo. Like
Yeah,
there
no
was a
one that I
Yu-Gi-Oh collab where you could dress up your cat as Dark Magician. They had One Piece collabs.
I want the
Like
One Piece collab,
so
please.
like asking me to pick just one collab that I want is like fucking impossible.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Because I think about this shit like all day.
Well, it's such a cool concept, and like, it's funny just because like, I feel like people always kind of complain, and like at least I've seen people complain like even in like Mario Kart having like Link or like Animal Crossing characters in it, and they want to stay like Mario Kart, but it's like for me in Monster Hunter, it's like fuck yeah, put whatever you want in there. Like oh my
I don't
god,
get why you'd complain.
yeah,
I
I don't get it.
genuinely
I
cannot
really don't
understand
get
why
it
you would
either.
complain. It's literally just more fucking content.
Like no, I'm in exactly the same way in my head. Like what the
Okay,
fuck.
never mind. You know what? I figured out what I want my dream collab to be, and it's just more Final Fantasy content.
Yeah, when you said that, I heard 9 foot tall vampire lady.
Because in Monster Hunter 4U, they actually had a like quote unquote Final Fantasy collab quest.
Mhm.
Because this was before the Final Fantasy 14 collaboration in World.
Mhm.
Um, in Monster Hunter 4U, it wasn't exactly like straight up saying it was Final Fantasy, but if you if you beat the quest, you got an armor set designed by Yoshitaka Amano, the artist for the you know how Final Fantasy has those really distinct kind of like splash art titles?
Yeah, yeah.
Yoshitaka Amano is the one who does all of them. And
Oh shit.
he's the one that did all the concept art for like the first I want to say like 12 Final Fantasies.
Mhm.
So like you literally got like this really cool like Dark Reaper looking set with a scythe longsword that was all
Oh
designed by
shit.
Yoshitaka Amano.
Oh shit. That's so cool.
So any sort of Final Fantasy collaboration to me would be fucking amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally still just waiting to do like was it Monster Hunter Raid or what is it in 14?
Yeah, you get to do a Rathalos raid.
Yeah. Oh my god. I
And
it's
the funny
after
thing is,
Stormblood.
the, the best thing
Hmm.
is that fucking Rathalos does not act like a Final Fantasy 14 boss.
So cool.
So there's no enmity. It'll just randomly target players, It doesn't have like marked
Does it do
AoEs for
visual
like when it
cues to like
turns.
show like it's taking damage and like that's how you keep track like in the game or?
No, there's still an HP bar,
Oh, okay, okay.
but like, so you know how in 14 there's AoE, there's like marked areas where AoEs are gonna happen and whatnot.
Yeah.
In this fight, you literally just have to base it off of what Rathalos is doing. So like, if you see he's gonna turn, get away from him, or else his tail's gonna hit you.
Oh, that's
If
so cool.
if he's like breathing in, get away from his front because he's gonna start shooting fireballs.
That's so cool. God, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that I love the way that they handled that collaboration so much.
It's so cool. Yeah, I mean I think is that it for the Monster Hunter?
That's about it.
Yeah. I mean honestly, just more to look forward to. That game is so giving, such a wonderful game.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, I think next chronologically would that be Dragon Quest?
It would be Dragon Quest.
Well, I only saw two things. I didn't watch the whole event for it. I only saw two of the announcements. So I'm gonna let you take this one away, and I'll chime in when I got things to say.
So I didn't watch the announcements live because I was busy during the presentation.
Hmm.
But holy fuck, am I beyond excited for all of the shit that they announced.
I'm surprisingly I've never played a Dragon Quest game, but I'm now like I'm gonna probably jump in. I think this is like the time.
Please do yourself a favor and play a Dragon Quest game. Like if you like JRPGs,
I
any
do.
like honestly, like even if you don't really, because I know one of my cousins, he's not a very big fan of like turn-based RPGs.
Hmm.
But he started playing Dragon Quest 11 recently, and he's telling me he fucking loves it. Like he's already spent like more than 20 hours in the game, and he's just been absolutely hooked on it.
Every Steam sale, I'm always like on the precipice of just like checking out with with Dragon Quest 11 in my cart. I don't know why I never just fucking follow through. I always just think it's such a big commitment.
Look, if it's that much of a big deal to you, I would recommend getting the demo, which is free.
Oh yeah, no, I
And,
have that on my Switch, and the save
and
carries over.
yeah, the save carries over. But like okay, so 11 is actually the Dragon Quest game that I haven't played yet
Mm.
because I'm waiting for it to go on sale on Switch because I want to play it portably.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
honestly, with like pandemic and having to stay home and everything, and like right now, Dragon Quest 11's on sale on Steam.
Oh, it right now currently?
Right now, currently.
Again? Wait, depending on depending on the price, a purchase may be made right now live.
It is $25.99.
Okay, I'm actually gonna buy it.
I'm like
I'm buying that right now.
I'm high key
That's a good
considering
price.
buying it right now, but
That's actually a really good price. I'm buying it right now.
yeah,
A purchase was just made live live on the podcast. Podcast first.
The Dragon Quest series is responsible for so many things in RPGs.
Yeah.
And it's stuff that a lot of people take for granted or they don't even think about. Like the whole idea of a silent protagonist, that started with Dragon Quest. Like if you see like a
No, it
character
was
like spell like
Link.
dot dot dot.
What are you talking about?
But the idea of recruiting monsters, that was Dragon Quest.
It wasn't. That
The
was
idea
Pokemon. What are you talking about?
the idea of a job system, that was again Dragon
What are you
Quest.
talking about? That's just turning 16 and needing money so I can go buy games.
And what else is there? Fucking
John
like
Locke invented the job system. What are you talking about?
real talk, like if you look at most anime, like and you see like a character like in a quote unquote like JRPG
It's just
looking
Akira
outfit.
Toriyama.
Again, that's from Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest is so huge.
That's
It's
just
such an
Dragon Ball.
important
What are you
series.
talking about?
I am like one of the biggest simps for Dragon Quest. Like I love every Dragon Quest that I've played has been so good.
I
And
don't know why I never got into it.
I mean, it's not a very big series in America. It never has
Mm,
been.
that's
Like
true.
that's just a unfortunate thing. And I know that some people don't get into it because it looks like it's like for kids because it's like, drawn by Akira Toriyama. Like it's got that very
It looks like it's
like
for baby.
yeah, essentially. And I mean like also the damage and whatnot, like the numbers in Dragon Quest don't ever go that high
Mm-hmm.
because it's meant to be simple enough for a kid to be able to beat.
Which there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And um the games have always been so creative and so there's like there's something for everyone to love because like there is adult humor mixed into the game. There's
Puff
like
Puff. Yeah, I know
not
about Puff Puff.
no, honestly, aside from Puff Puff, there's other things too. Like
Mm-hmm.
but there's a lot to love about Dragon Quest. It's full of so much charm and character, and the stories that they tell are really really good, especially considering that like most of the Dragon Quest games came out like a fucking while ago. Like before Dragon Quest 8, Dragon Quest 7 was on the PlayStation 1.
Oh shit.
Dragon Quest 8 was on PlayStation 2. Dragon Quest 9 was on the DS.
I think the
So
DS one was the first time I ever even knew Dragon Quest existed. And it wasn't because anyone like I knew had it, but it was because like there was actually I think that might have been one of the few times where there was a bigger marketing push for the game. At least in the States.
mhm. Yeah, there definitely was. And I think uh what is it? Like the Dragon Quest even has its own monster collecting um spin-off games called Dragon Quest Monsters.
Which
But
didn't the first one in that series come out before Pokemon, or was there just a Dragon Quest game that had that like recruiting a monster feature that was just before Pokemon?
well, Dragon Quest Monsters, the very first one came out in what year did it come out in? It was released in 1998, so it came out after Pokemon.
Okay, yeah, that would be after.
But Dragon Quest V, however, that was the
That
first one that you could recruit monsters in. That one came out in 92, so that was 4 years
is
before
before
Pokemon.
that one. There you go. Take
Um,
that.
yeah,
Take
and
that, Game Freak. Make a better treat. I gotta stop making this joke every single fucking podcast episode.
but Dragon Quest Monsters has so much like replayability and depth to it
Mm-hmm.
because you can like breed monsters in a way that's way more in one way it's simpler and in another way it's more complex than Pokemon's breeding system.
Really?
Yeah, because like you can like when you breed the monsters, there's like different that you can choose like one of three options that you will get, and then you can also like choose like what skills it inherits and whatnot, and like its stats will be like based off of both of its parents, but not in the same way that Pokemon does it, where Pokemon have a preset stat value.
Mm-hmm.
Because like with Dragon Quest monsters, you can essentially just keep breeding your monsters over and over again, so that you have like essentially like you could have like a slime that hits as hard as like a final boss.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's sick.
Okay. Or broken. I mean, yeah, different words for this. The fuck? It's crazy.
But yeah, like they announced a bunch of things with the Dragon Quest 35th anniversary event that happened yesterday.
Everybody's 35.
Yeah, Zelda, Kid Icarus. I want to say Metroid as well.
But yeah, I think so, because wasn't that, yeah, because I think people were making the whole like, Metroid always gets shafted meme.
Yeah, and to be fair, it does.
It really does.
But one of the most hype things that they announced was a HD 2D remake of Dragon Quest 3.
Oh yeah.
And so Dragon Quest 3 for a lot of people is the best Monster Hunter.
It's the best Dragon Quest.
Or what am I saying? Monster Hunter, fuck,
Got him.
Monster Hunter Online. But yeah, it's the best Dragon Quest. Um, because it revolutionized the series in so many ways. That a lot of people, like to this day, consider it to be one of the best Dragon Quest games of all time.
Mm.
And it's been held in like high regard, like I said, by Dragon Quest fans worldwide.
Right.
And the fact that they're giving it the HD 2D remake in the style of like Octopath Traveler just has
Yeah.
me beyond fucking excited.
I am like I at first I was like conflicted only because like I feel like, you know, because well, I'm playing through Octopath right now, but like I really love like the Octopath art style, and like part of me was like confused when I first watched the trailer. I was like, wait, this is just Octopath, but like I honestly I love that art style so much, and I have no issue with other franchises like taking advantage of it because it is such a beautiful way to present like like a classic JRPG. Like I can't
Yeah.
think of a better way to go back and experience like a classic JRPG than in that style. It works so well.
Yeah. Like how do I put it? Like the HD 2D remake or the HD 2D style, which is what people are calling it now, with that Square Enix started with Octopath.
Mm.
To me, the moment I laid eyes on it, I thought that like Octopath was like just the most gorgeous game.
Yeah, I was same.
Like, it blew me away with the juxtaposition of the pixel art in front of like this realistic 3D terrain.
Yeah.
And to see them go back, or to see the Dragon Quest team, I should say, go back and redo arguably their most beloved game with this beautiful art style. Like every screenshot and every little video that they showed looked like a fucking work of art, man.
I honestly I can confirm I'm buying that game like day one. I may even pre-order it just because I love that art style so much, and this will definitely be again just like the thing all because we literally just did our episode on remakes, reboots, reptiles, raccoons, all the gaming artists. We did that episode like last week, and this is ticking all the boxes that we like laid out for what makes a good remake. And I mean, it hasn't come out yet, so I guess it's not fair to say it has checked all those boxes, but like damn, is that presentation just enough to get me on board with this?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm just like, words cannot describe how fucking pumped I am for it. Cause like Dragon Quest 3 had a very interesting system where one, it was also the first if I'm not mistaken, it was the first Dragon Quest that let you pick your gender.
Oh, cool.
So Dragon Quest 3 had boy or girl options like back in 1988. How's that for fucking forward thinking?
They were like not even joking. It sounds like it was like they were fucking trailblazers, man.
Yeah. But on top of that, um, your party member is not made up of like preset characters,
Mm-hmm.
and essentially, you can recruit different characters at the tavern.
Oh, that's fun. I like
And
that.
the characters you can have them. Although the jobs are available as both a male or a female.
Oh, okay.
So again, uh, fucking forward thinking, even back in that day.
Fucking based Dragon Quest 3.
Yeah, and it had this really, so it had a job system. This was the game that they introduced the job system in.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then once one of your characters reached level 20, you could take them to like this chapel and have them change their job, and they would go back to level 1,
Okay,
but
I see.
but they would keep like all of the skills that they learned as their class before that.
Oh shit.
So you could make like a fucking like tank that had like a bunch of wizard magic spells.
That's so fucking cool. Why have they never done that again?
They have.
Well, I mean, like, okay, I guess maybe what I mean is why don't other fucking JRPGs do this?
I don't know.
That's such a cool idea. Okay, I'm
But
definitely getting this.
yeah. So one of the big things. Another big thing was they announced that Dragon Quest X, which is an MMO Dragon Quest, which, fun fact, that was Yoshi P's project before Final Fantasy XIV.
I only knew about that because of that documentary. Plug, go see it.
Uh, is getting a console like re-release, and it's getting
Oh.
both a offline and an online version.
Oh, that's
So if
interesting.
you want to play Dragon Quest X just for the story, and you don't want to have to deal with like playing with other people or anything, you can fucking do that now.
How many MMOs have ever released like an offline version?
I cannot tell you.
Like I've never heard of that. That's incredible. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, which again, fucking sick because I didn't get to play Dragon Quest X because that was a Japanese exclusive thing.
Yep.
Aside from that, they also revealed the next game in the Dragon Quest main series. Dragon
Wait.
Quest.
Tyus, what is
Yeah.
the purpose of life?
The purpose of life, 42.
Oh god. Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest 12. The Flames of Fate.
I'm intimidated.
I think it's really cool that like Flames of Fate looks so fucking intimidating.
Like it looks like nothing like the fucking other Dragon Quest. Like watching the trailer, I was like, what?
Yeah, it doesn't look like the other monster, like not what am I saying Monster Hunter again for? It doesn't look like the other Dragon Quest games because this one looks like it's fucking like dark.
Well, they literally, because I think the thing I was watching was like I kind of skipped ahead during all the announcements just to find that trailer, and then like I listened to what they were talking to afterwards, and yeah, it's an adult. They're looking for like more adult to teen audience for this one.
Yeah, and they also said that they are going to be changing the combat as well.
Yep, not turn based.
Yeah, which I think is very interesting.
Yeah, the one thing I am a little concerned about, and like again, this is coming from like me who has not played a single Dragon Quest game, but has been like admiring from afar and been like, it's like that's a little interesting. I might want to check that out. I do hope it doesn't completely ditch the Akira Toriyama art style, or at least like because like all those like even like the slime, like that stuff is iconic.
I don't think that they could ever ditch the Akira Toriyama art style.
I'm trying to think of like maybe they'll just make it look rougher, or like in a way to like maybe like they'll Dragon Ball Z it, or like
Maybe, yeah. Cause like the Dragon Quest art style it's been in Dragon Quest Blood since the first Dragon Quest.
yeah, it's hard for me to imagine anything other than that for a Dragon Quest game.
Yeah, same.
So that was the main thing like I keep thinking of, because obviously all we've seen is the big flaming like Roman numeral, and
Yeah,
then
the
the
big flaming
tagline
numeral
of
12.
what is the purpose of life, which fucking real existential there. That's how you know it's adult oriented.
Yeah. Aside from that, they announced Dragon Quest Treasures, which is they said it's going to be a console game, and it's starring two of the characters from Final Fantasy 11.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
And like not the main characters. Like, or well, I think he's part of the main party, but I'm not entirely sure because, like I said, I haven't played 11 yet.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so they announced that.
The fuck, has Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy crossed over like a lot? I mean, I know that like in 14 I can get like a minion, and like there's the King Slime hat.
Well, Dragon Quest and well, because they're both owned by Square Enix
Yeah.
for one thing. But there's always been references to like each other's series in both of the games.
Crystals everywhere.
Yeah, like in
Any
Dragon
crystal.
Quest 3, or not Dragon Quest 3, Final Fantasy 3, there's a graveyard that says,
oh yeah, the classic Easter egg.
Erdrick lies here,
Mm.
which is a reference to the hero of Dragon Quest 3.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also like in Final Fantasy 12, you can get a sword based on one of the swords in Dragon Quest as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, but this is just straight up 2 characters, like.
Oh, did I say Final Fantasy 11?
Yeah.
Oh, I meant Dragon Quest 11.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
why
I
I'm so
missed it.
confused. Holy shit, this whole thing has been me trying to figure out like why they would randomly take 2 characters from Final Fantasy 11 and the old MMO and just repurpose them into a Dragon Quest game.
Yeah, no, my bad. I completely misspoke.
Okay, let me take down all my red threads and
And then the last thing that they announced was there's going to be like this little mobile game where you erase graffiti.
What?
And
That's not cool.
Dragon Quest characters from old Dragon Quest games are going to be the erasers that you use.
I don't understand. Why would... But it's cool to put up graffiti. I played Splatoon. Graffiti's cool. I played Tony Hawk's Underground too. Graffiti's cool.
If I'm not mistaken, it's like a puzzle game, like a match 3 type puzzle game.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Probably never gonna try it ever because mobile games are... I avoid that shit like the plague. Nothing against mobile gamers, okay? That's just my personal preference. Not trying to destroy you. It's just my personal preference. I can't do it. But, I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, and so those are the big announcements from Dragon Quest, and I gotta say, like, us Dragon Quest fans, we're eating good.
Eating like kings.
We are. We have a bountiful feast.
Yeah, you guys are having a good time up there in your ivory towers.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
I feel sorry for
Sonic
you,
fans
Sonic
like me,
trenches.
stuck down here in the fucking pig pile, like eating some more slop. Should I get into it? Should I? The best for last.
Yeah, this is the most recent announcement that we had.
Yeah, I went to bed so excited, and like, cause like recently, like I've been kind of more like embracing the fact that it's like, you know what, fuck it, like I like Sonic. Even though like I rarely played any of the recent games, I do own Forces. I think that game sucks so bad though. I think I do literally own like every Sonic game, but like just really haven't played them all because I haven't had time. But Forces, from what I played, not fucking good at all. So like the fact that it's been, I think we're going on like 3 years since that game came out, and the promise of like, you know, a new Sonic game that like hopefully they've been taking their time on and they learned their lesson, you know. It's like,
Has it already been 3 years?
yeah man, it's been a long time.
It's been 4 years.
It's been 4 years since Forces?
Forces came out in 2017.
That's fucking crazy. Same year as Mania, right? Or did Mania come out before it? I think Mania came out before it, huh?
I think Mania came out after it, didn't it?
I thought it came out before,
no,
because
same year.
Oh yeah,
it came out 4 months later in the same year. Or 4 months before in the same year, I guess. Mania was August. Forces was November.
Yeah, because I knew that was like the whole thing was Mania when it came out, like they introduced the Phantom Ruby because Sega had to try and force you to somewhat think it's all connected, and even though they reset the fucking continuity every game. I'm not gonna get into it here, but the Phantom Ruby shit was just like nothing really added up. Sonic Mania was incredible. Like, it is an incredible game, and it does like a lot in terms of like it's just like a great celebration of like what's so cool about classic Sonic. And I don't even like the classic Sonic games, but Mania actually is like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyway, it's been so long, and I've been dying to hear anything new because you know we've had the movie, we've had the announcement of the new cartoon coming out, and yeah, you know they could be sitting on this big pile of stuff that they just wanna release. Oh yeah, the other thing, and I think I brought this up earlier. I'm gonna make a quick hot take here because my YouTube fucking algorithm has been just sending me waves and waves of just Sonic YouTube channels with the worst fucking takes. Like I don't know what, because I used to be like involved with like a lot of the Sonic fan base stuff, and like YouTube wise, and like YouTube channels that like discuss Sonic stuff. But like, fuck man, there are like 50 videos talking about how Sonic 06 is actually a good game, or like you know like
No,
all
it's
these
not.
Sonic. There's so many fucking Sonic 06 defenders out here, and like
How
every single video. Dude, every single video is the same fucking thing where it's like it's one of two things. It's either A, well, in my head, the game could have been so like they aren't technically saying the game is good, but they're saying there was so much promise and like it's so much deeper than anything they've done now, meaning the game is good. Or it's literally like I'm reading way too much into this fucking cutscene, and it actually like explains why Shadow is such a deep character and why he like loves humans and will save the world. I'm like, you guys, like it's okay. The game's not good. Like you don't need like I think we've all gone delusional because it's been so long since we've had a good fucking game. I'm not I Mania was good, but I mean the modern Sonic fans out here, they really struggling. They really not having a good time. So
I think a big thing is like, and I could be entirely wrong with this,
let's hear it.
but I think that people make videos like that simply to get views.
No, dude. I think that honestly, it kind of goes back to the drought of Sonic content. It's that like we need to make a video about something, and what's like a good thing that'll A, like you know get people clicking, be something I can like write, like you know it's almost like a creative like writing project, because like let's take this shitty game and make it appealing. And like I do like the some aspects of it in ways that they like look into like the plot and see like you know it's like they imagine like what if it was better. I'm like, oh yeah, that is interesting, but also the game is still like bad, dude. Like this game is not good. They even Sonic Team disavows this game. Like no one is backing this. It costs you literally like nothing to do this. But yeah, I don't know. That's been like my rabbit hole recently, has just been listening to like these fucking bad Sonic takes. But you know, all leading up to this, and I was like really like, okay, today we are getting footage of like a new Sonic game.
Yeah, I remember I added you on Discord because I saw that they were having a big announcement stream, and I was like, oh hey, I know one dude who really loves Sonic.
Yeah, dude, I've been so fucking hype about this, and same kind of similar to the YouTube algorithm thing. I keep getting like recommendations from like these fucking channels that like you know they cover like Sonic rumors and leaks, and technically this time like two of the leaks were right that I saw. I never watched the videos, but I always saw like the thumbnails, and it's always like the same fucking guy with like a crazy face, and honestly the guy is cool. I'm not trying to like make fun of him. I think he's actually like a cool guy, but like I think his shit's like so clickbaity, and I think he gives in like I think he makes half this shit up to be completely real. Cause like he was like talking about how like he has a source that was talking about like a Sonic Adventure remake, which by the way, please don't fucking remake Sonic Adventure. Just give us a new game. A lot of people, no, I'll get into that when we get to the announcements, but like I'm so sick and tired of fucking remakes from Sonic. Like I don't want a remake. I want like I want to know you guys know how to make a game.
What do you mean? You don't want Sonic Adventure 2 on like a sixth platform?
I have it on Steam. I don't need it anywhere else. I can just play on my GameCube if I want to do it anywhere else. Even that doesn't matter. I'll buy a Dreamcast. Fuck it. Well, first off, I want to like before the announcements even started. Did you didn't watch it live, right? I'm
No, I
assuming you
did
didn't.
not.
Yeah. So before the announcement started, because it's supposed to start at 9, it opened up and like the president of Sega, I think it was Sega America, was like talking, and he's like, welcome, we're celebrating like Sonic's big 30th, and then like immediately like everything glitched out, moved really quickly, and then like it stream ended. The fucking like this happened at the last anniversary stream where like there were so many fucking technical issues, and even on this pre-recorded stream there was another fucking technical glitch. Like it would not be a Sonic related anything without just like terrible ridden with glitches.
Meanwhile,
Um,
uh, literally like a week and a half ago, you had Final Fantasy 14 Fan Fest that did everything live.
yeah. Oh my god. Seamless and like fucking incredible experience. But then, gave it some time. I was going between channels. I was going between IGN and this other channel called Tails Channel. And it was funny because like I thought maybe just my player was fucking up, and I go to Tails Channel and like the guy was just like, "No, what's happening?" Like it was like the end of the world. I'm like, okay, I guess it's not just me. This guy's like losing it a bit. I go back. I go back and just like wait a little bit, and then it finally started, and it just like started from the beginning again. And we began with our announcements, and those announcements, like, why? First off, I just want to know why they felt they needed to have a fucking Sonic Direct. All these things could have easily just been like a Twitter post, or like just upload the trailer
You're
to
not
YouTube.
excited for Sonic like essentially spelling 2022 with his like fucking fire trail?
Oh my! I'll get to that. The thing like when they started going over literally like Sonic crossovers with other games, like I was about ready to check out because I'm like, okay, this is fucking dumb. Like, don't get me wrong, like it's neat to see that, but like, why are they announcing it? Like as if it's like a game that I get to buy. Like the fucking the Tokyo Olympic Games coming out. I do think it's funny. I will be fair. I do think that this one in particular is funny for like in a cursed way, that like you can get a Sonic like mascot costume and play the whole game in like complete like photorealistic graphics with like a guy in a Sonic costume doing all the Olympic events. I think that's funny, but also like it's been like 4 years since we've had like a Sonic game. And this is like what they're like gathering us around to show.
It is no longer Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
It's just Sonic.
It's just Sonic at the Olympic
It's like it's just Sonic at the Olympic Games. Oh my fucking god. And then this one was so bizarre, and it really is, they just want people to buy this game. Fuck, I forgot the name of it now. It's from the developers that do Yakuza.
There you go.
Well, yes, it's Sega, but I forgot the name of the game. It's basically going to be like a more open world. Well, I guess Yakuza is the open world, but it's going to be like it's a different style of crime open world game set or done by the same team behind Yakuza. And they were like hyping up the fact that if you go to an arcade in the game, you can play Sonic the Fighters. Like an emulation of Sonic the
Hell
Fighters.
yeah.
Yeah, like everybody's been fucking, the tournament scene for Sonic the Fighters has been so fucking alive recently. The game's totally designed so well for like a competitive scene. Like, yeah, man, everyone's been dying for the best possible way to play Sonic the Fighter. I would honestly find it really funny if like this was like the prime way to play Sonic the Fighters, and like in tournaments in the future, like they need to play it through the emulated version in this game for like the most accurate. Like that'd be fucking so great. Every tournament starts with like walking to the arcade in game and start up the fucking console. I don't understand why that needed to be an announcement. Back in the day, you just buy a game and then you found that out when you got the game and were like, wow, that's so cool that the developers put this in here.
Yep.
In this, they're like, this is a big announcement. This is a big deal.
Like
And
in Yakuza, I think it's Yakuza 6, Like a Dragon, or is that Yakuza 7? But
Yakuza 7 is Like a Dragon, I think.
yeah, in Like a Dragon, you can go to the arcade and you can play the first Virtual Fighter.
That shit's, I mean, yeah, that shit's, I'm not saying it's not cool. Like, I think
No,
it's
no, no, but
honestly,
like they
like,
didn't make
so
a big
cool.
old fucking announcement for
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm getting at. Like, it's like, this is just padding. Like, why are we talking about this? Like, it's a big announcement. Like, this is shit that you shouldn't, I mean, I guess you could, it comes off like they're really desperate for you to buy these games, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't come off like, here's something cool that we put in the game and like you can discover for yourself and we're confident in this product. It comes off like, you like Sonic, then you might like this. You might like this game, maybe, because he's kind of there. You like Sonic, you like jazz. It's just like, it's so weird. And then after that, there was like a hospital game, and it's like I assume it's a hospital simulator, and you can like dress up your doctors like Sonic, and that's a whole other nightmare I could fucking not have imagined witnessing today. Getting a colonoscopy by Knuckles the Echidna, the dream come true. That's what I've always wanted. Geez, it's like weird that they just dedicated a whole thing to this, but then after those announcements, they announced a game, an actual game, and it's a remake of Sonic Colors.
Oh, yeah, Sonic Colors Ultimate, right?
Yeah, I'm honestly like, I'm mixed because again, I'm kind of in the mood right now where I'm like, I don't want a remake. I just want to know that Sonic Team can actually like make a game before they decide to start like going back and like touching up the old games. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I do like Sonic Colors. I think Sonic Colors was kind of like the last Sonic game I played. No, actually no. Sonic Generations was like the last Sonic game I played before I went on like my Sonic hiatus, and then like I came back. I think around when like Mania came out. But like, what am I saying? I played Sonic Boom purely because of that Knuckles glitch, and my friend had it, and we were like just fucking around with that game. That game was just fun to just destroy.
The fucking moon jump glitch.
That moon jump glitch is the funniest fucking thing.
Jump start, jump start,
They
jump
fucking
start.
patched it out of the game, which was the worst decision they ever made. I hated that so much. It made that game worthless. But after that, yeah, so Sonic Colors Ultimate is going to be coming out. I think it's great just in terms of like, I know a lot of people aren't going to be like, a lot of people probably missed it because it was a Wii exclusive. I saw a lot of people complaining or being like, oh no, I don't have to play it with a Wii remote. But actually you could have played it with a GameCube controller, and that's how I played it, and it was pretty like natural. Yeah, Sonic Colors is honestly probably one of the better designed 3D Sonic games. I used to think it was Generations, but I only kind of realized only half of Generations is as good as I think it is. The classic Sonic gameplay in Generations, I don't know how I didn't realize how bad it was.
Oh, is it really that bad?
Because like, especially after playing Sonic Mania, like playing Sonic Generations, like the classic Sonic levels really does come off like someone was just kind of, you know, it's like, oh, this is what classic Sonic is, right? Because literally like he doesn't control right. There's like not really like, there's not momentum in the same way there is in the Genesis games. Like you can't, like per se, if there's like a slope, like in classic Sonic games, like you just press down, you can go into a ball. You don't need a spin dash. You just roll and let the momentum like take you, and you can like do stuff like that. But literally,
and you build up momentum faster that way too, right?
yeah, exactly. And like it makes you, well, unless you go towards a spike, like you're pretty much invincible. But in Sonic Generations, you literally can only go into like a ball form if you're spin dashing. Like you can't just press down and go into a ball. And I was like, that's such a, like trying to play it like that was so fucking like weird. It just felt wrong. And but the thing is though, I do think the modern levels are pretty well designed, and they're just fun celebration of that. I feel like I kind of got off topic, but going back to Sonic Colors, the remake, I am glad. I would have preferred Unleashed to be remade, which is another game that where only 50% of the game is good, but that game, the soundtrack is my
You're talking
favorite.
about the werehog parts, right?
Yeah, of course, it's the fucking. No, I'm not talking. The werehog was the only good part of that game.
Yeah, exactly.
Such a
That's the 50% that was good, right?
Yeah, it's totally not like a watered down God of War, Devil May Cry gameplay. Oh god, it's so bad. I do not. Some people try to forgive the werehog, and I'm like, stop. It was not good. Anybody who's played Devil May Cry, try to play the werehog and tell me like it's good. Like these fucking Sonic YouTubers, they're like, oh, actually, I think the werehog is a guilty pleasure of mine. Like, you've never played Devil May Cry. Like, there's no way someone who's played Devil May Cry can like look at like the werehog levels and be like, yeah, this is good. Oh, this was well designed. But I just want a remake of Sonic Unleashed mainly because the only way to play it is if I had like a 360 or if I wanted to like do it through PS Now. Or I guess actually if you have an Xbox, the one good thing about the new Xbox is you can do backwards compatibility. So I guess you can technically still play it through there. But I don't know, the music, the soundtrack of that game is literally like my favorite video game soundtrack of all time. And I will take that to my grave. It's so many different like varied like worldwide songs, because the thing is, the whole theme of that game is you're traveling across the world, and what they did with the soundtrack was that like all the different countries like use their like native like instruments and like different like music styles for like each place, and like really just make it so immersive. But yeah, anyway, that's my ramble about that. Sonic Colors remake, I'll probably buy it, but I'm just kind of like I'm about remakes in general. After that, they kind of went over some Sonic merch news, which again, I'm just like, why are we talking about this? Like, why are we going
full encrusted Sonic the Hedgehog
for fans who are dialed into hip hop culture? Like, why did they say it like that? Oh my god, if you're dialed into hip hop culture, yeah, definitely buy the fucking blinged out decapitated Sonic head. That is the way to go, guys. Don't call yourself in hip hop culture unless you have one of these.
Yeah, you can't.
No, you really can't. But yeah, I mean that's honestly the only thing that really stuck out to me, and that was the hip hop culture. They did talk briefly about the Sonic TV show coming to Netflix, and I am honestly looking forward to it. It's being done by the people that did Ben 10 and a lot of other cartoons, and I do think if it's anything like the writing in Ben 10, they could
the new Ben 10, like the remade Ben
I'm pretty
10.
sure it's the classic Ben 10. I could be wrong. But I know that studio is the one that did. I think. Well, no, that studio I think did every Ben 10. So that includes the recent. Old Ben 10 is the shit. New Ben 10 is rather not. Rather not. But yeah, I don't know if it's anything like the writing of like old Ben 10 or like Alien Force kind of stuff. Like, it could be really good. So I do have high hopes for that. Another kind of big thing, and this was kind of announced I think a day ago or 2 days ago, is that Roger Craig Smith came back to voice Sonic. Like, he's the voice of Sonic again after he announced earlier this year that
I saw that on Twitter, and he posted like a blue broken heart that was like being sewn together again.
Yeah, it's so fucking dramatic. But like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm honestly not happy about that. Roger Craig Smith, I hear Roger Craig Smith like so much in other things that like I don't hear him as Sonic. Like, I mean, he's always gonna be Chris Redfield to me, but like I don't know, his Sonic voice just sounds so like someone trying to sound cool, if that makes sense.
I feel that.
Like, I don't know, maybe I'm being a bit too harsh on him. I do think I think he is like, he loves the role, which is like really good, and that makes me happy that he's doing it. But like there, you know, I don't know, something about like I mean, Jason Griffith, he's the one that like voiced the Sonic X Sonic and like Sonic 06. Say what you will about like his deliveries, because some of them are very much like this, and he's always like, his voice always kind of trails up. it's like it gets really annoying once you notice that. But like he did like I don't know, he just embodied it so well. Like it seemed more natural.
Well, I think
Um,
another thing that you have to think of is that that might not be entirely his fault
that's also true.
because there's voice directors as well.
That is also very, very true.
Because talented voice actors can get shafted if the directors lead them incorrectly, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's honestly that is also something I should probably consider. Is yeah, I mean that the same goes for like Roger Craig Smith. Like a lot of the critiques of main like modern Sonic stuff is just kind of the writing isn't as like it doesn't take itself as it's like not that it doesn't take it well no I think that really is it just doesn't take itself like seriously anymore and kind of just sees itself as like a self-deprecating meme all the
Hmm.
time. And so that I think kind of does lead into that like personality for Sonic. Although the one place where that does work is the Sonic Boom TV show. Like I've never really watched it, but like I've
Yeah, I
seen a
never
lot of
watched it either.
compilations of like meme stuff from that show. And like a
Yeah, the
lot of the
clips I've
jokes and
seen.
deliveries are so good.
Yeah, it's really fucking funny
They
sometimes.
they make a fucking reference to Chris Chan. Like I don't fucking understand like how they were able to do this. They fucking did the like Sonic making a comment about they made his arms blue joke and like they mentioned like the Son Amy shit. Like it's incredible that like they were
Oh, wasn't
able
it that
to
like Aardvark character or something like that?
yeah, yeah. It's like ooh, Son Amy. It's like what the it's so like it's so funny and in those moments I do think Roger Craig Smith does like shine as like a sarcastic or like just kind of like self-aware Sonic. Like not to be like so negative about him. I think
Yeah,
the thing was I was like kind of looking forward to see like something new with Sonic, but like when he came back I was just kind of like, "Oh, okay, we're just things kind of aren't changing."
hmm
But it's all good though, honestly. And then all that kind of came up to the final announcement. They were gonna end it. And it oh actually, you know what? Really quick before that, I wanted to talk about one quick thing. They announced that Sonic 1, 2, 3 and Knuckles and I think what was it? Was it Sonic CD? There was one other one that is in that compilation. But they're
I is it Knuckles Chaotix? No.
no, they'll never fucking re-release Knuckles Chaotix. Knuckles Chaotix doesn't exist, as far as we know. God
What
damn it,
was
it's
it?
killing me now.
I'm looking it up right now.
It was it might have
So
just been Sonic 1, 2, Sonic 3, and Knuckles.
and Sonic CD.
Oh, it is Sonic CD? Okay. I am glad at least Sonic CD is getting some love. But yeah, they're releasing a collection and like this is like the fucking 50th time that they've re-released like or like made like a Sonic collection. And not only that, but like you can already like really easily get a lot of these games like elsewhere, like on modern systems. Like I don't know, like there's like a whole like Genesis collection and stuff like that. And the thing that like again, I guess we haven't really seen like everything about this game or this compilation, so they may do this. But I'm really hoping they at least do what they did with the mobile ports. Where in the mobile ports by Christian Whitehead, they're actually the people that did
Mania,
Sonic
right?
Mania. Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually added the ability in like Sonic 1, you can spin dash, you can play as Tails and Knuckles, like bring that ability over to these ports. Like don't just like again re-release the same game with no changes because I feel like
I was
that's
gonna
all
say,
they always do.
unfortunately, knowing Sega and I guess like the Sonic team, they're
Yeah.
probably not gonna do that.
No, they really like the way that they showed it like just with like normal box art and just kind of being like it's a collection. That pretty much is nail in the coffin. It's literally gonna be you go to the main menu and it's just gonna have those 4 boxes and you're like pick one. Which is, I don't know, that's so disappointing. Because like the Sonic Mega Collection, like the one on GameCube, like even though it's called the Sonic Mega Collection, like here you take the box of it and look on the back, literally comes with like fucking like, let's see, 7 games, like Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic Spinball, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, or I mean it's just Puyo Puyo, but like it's like so much shit packed onto this, and this was like so long ago, and now they're like, oh, this is revolutionary. Here's like 4 games. Or like, I guess technically 5 games, because Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic 3 and Knuckles are 2 separate games, but...
The same shit, different toilet.
Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's just disappointing. It's like, how many times am I gonna play through this and not have any sort of new experience, I guess. And like, I think I've said this before, but I'm not even that big a fan of the classic Sonic games. At least not 1. 1 is so hard to play. Like, it is so rough. But yeah, not really looking forward to that. I think that announcement came like right either before or after the Sonic Colors like remake, and I was just at that point like, oh, this is all Sonic's gonna be now. It's literally just gonna be like, remember the glory days? And
remember Sonic?
Remember Sonic? Just remake 06 and make it good, guys.
It like the announcements, in my opinion, had a very like, hey fellow kids feel.
Oh, it totally
but also
was.
like hey fellow Sonic fans, we know what you want.
Yeah, again, I don't want to I feel bad shitting on like, I'm really not like, I don't think any less of like the Sonic like YouTuber community or anything like that. It's like, you know, I like Sonic too, and like I could probably get emotional too, but I was like seeing a lot of them like crying and like, you know, like really getting like excited, and like I'm happy for them if they genuinely felt that, but like I just don't understand how you could feel that from like a Colors like bare minimum remake and you know, a port of like those 3 games, and then also the final thing, which I'll go into now. They were going
2022, baby.
Oh god, yeah. So they were gonna wrap it up, and I was like, okay, so nothing's happening. And then I feel like I should know his name. I know his last. I think it's Izuka, but like, they're like, oh, there's one last thing. You know, the classic. You have to end every direct with a one last thing. And so screen fades to black. And I'm gonna make a hot take right here, and I feel like it's unpopular, but like, it literally just kind of shows like Sonic running in the woods, and then a blast and a cryptic symbol, and that's like it. Like, it tells you nothing. Which, I mean, like, is by design. It's meant to be cryptic so that you're intrigued and excited. But like, when it's been 4 fucking years. And like, I just want something concrete and something I can have confidence in, and they like respond with like that, like the trailer they made is like a trailer for like someone who is like, it should be something off the backs of a really successful like game. You know what I mean? Like, you make something cryptic when your fan base like knows for sure what they're getting into. But like, because like, I see a lot of people were like criticizing the critiques of this trailer by like being like, well, the Mario Odyssey teaser was just Mario throwing his hat. But I'm like, well, you know what a Mario game is. So
Sonic
like,
team doesn't even know what the fuck a Sonic game is anymore.
Like, literally, that's the whole fucking point. Like, and then they're like, well, the Metroid Prime 4 logo. It's like, well, I know what a Metroid Prime game is. Like, they're not, I don't think, like, you know, they've been pretty consistent with the 3 titles. It's not like it's gonna become like a fucking, and Other M was not a Prime game, so if anyone's like, oh, well, it could be different, like, no, it's a Prime game. It's literally Metroid Prime 4. So it's gonna be like the other ones. This literally tells us nothing. And like, judging from like the last modern Sonic release, like, what am I supposed to like take away from this? Like, I don't have confidence in the team.
Horses 2, baby.
Horses 2, baby. Oh my god. I will say the animation is really nice. I do think like it, like the fluidity of like his movements and stuff, like it's a really pretty animation. So like, not to be entirely negative, I think the effect of like the trail behind him is cool, and like it is interesting. I wish I knew what that was about. but I'll never know. Yeah, that logo really doesn't tell me nothing. I saw a lot of people saying that this is the Sonic Adventure remake. It better fucking not be. If they only release
That
fucking...
was a Sonic running through Mystic Ruins, dude. Come on.
Well, because people keep saying that, like, because during the live stream, the Sonic the Hedgehog YouTube account commented in the chat, or like, you know, was in the chat, and it said during the trailer, it's like, where have I seen this running before? I'm gonna be real with you. I think it was just a fucking joke slash troll, because I think the joke is literally it's Sonic
Sonic just
responding.
runs.
Yeah, it's like literally Sonic runs in every game, and like his head was cut off in the trailer, so like it's almost like, you know, who is this? But it's clearly Sonic, because you know what Sonic looks like. So I think it was meant to.
It's Shadow, but people think it's Sonic because they look exactly alike.
My favorite fucking take from the Sonic fan base so far has been that, like, now it's like, you know, it's literally just footage of Sonic running in the woods, and they're like, oh, the opening of Sonic Adventure has him running in the woods for like a millisecond. That is clear confirmation that this is the remake of Sonic Adventure. It's like, it's not even the same fucking angle, guys. Like, and like I will admit, I love the squash and stretch like animation, and I do believe the hot dog shoes have returned. So that is definitely a plus. But like, God, why do you people want an adventure remake so badly?
The thing with Adventure is that most of the levels aren't even that good.
They really, like, I think like the theming is good, but like going back and like playing through them, I'm just kind of like, okay, like I could care less about Ice Cap Zone, honestly. Ice Cap Zone's probably like my least favorite. But yeah, man, I just I don't get it. I don't get why people want this adventure remake so badly. I pray to God this is probably I think it is probably going to be a new game. I'm going to do something that I normally don't do in the podcast. I didn't really think I'd ever do. But I saw a little rumor on 4chan coming from
Shit.
someone who claims to have played this game, to have been one of the beta testers. And I'm going to be honest, it does sound like it's possible that this could be what it was. Essentially, the person on 4chan claims that they went to be a tester on this game, and that it is a open world Breath of the Wild-esque game. And like, I'm trying, I'm like, my feed just updated. I'm like trying to find the actual exact post. But like, essentially what they were saying is that like, with that like trail, you use that to solve puzzles like around the world, like the shrines. And like, there's a bunch of like little like Korok knockoffs that are like little rock creatures. And like, I'm gonna be honest, like, that does seem something Sonic Team like would do. I mean, with Lost World, they looked at like Mario Galaxy, and like they saw like what was like working out really well in like the field, and I could definitely see them being like, well, we hear the fan base wants like an open world Sonic, like they want Sonic to run around in a big open area. So why don't we follow a formula that works in a big open area?
Yeah, I guess I can see them doing that.
And like all those like runes and stuff.
Yeah, because I mean, Odyssey is, I mean, it's still held in a very high regard. I mean, I would say that it's arguably my favorite 3D Mario game.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I think that well, I mean, this is just the case with a lot of games, but I feel like no matter what they do, somebody's going to be upset.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Because there's going to be some people who are like, oh, this isn't fucking Sonic. Like, Sonic is supposed to be this.
Well, Sonic has crossed over with Zelda before, so like, you know, they could do it again.
Has?
Oh, did you not know? Sonic Lost World on the Wii U had 2 DLCs. Each added a Nintendo level. One was Yoshi and one was Zelda. And
I legit did not even know that that was a thing.
In the Zelda DLC, Sonic is wearing Link's tunic.
Oh shit.
And he's running around Hyrule Field. and it plays like Zelda music, and that you collect rupees. And I think you go into Dodongo's cavern. I think that's literally the dungeon that they have you do.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's one of the things that like I really wish I did actually get to get, because I do have Sonic Lost World, but I have it on Steam. But the Wii U version had exclusive Nintendo DLC.
See, that's another thing. I've heard nothing but terrible things about Sonic Lost World.
Sonic Lost World is literally garbage. It's where I literally like just stopped playing Sonic games, because I saw like one thing of it. I was like, okay, this is not like, because I think at that point I just loved the boost formula so much, and then like I saw that and I was like, okay, this sucks. Not even doing this. It's wannabe Mario Galaxy. Okay.
Isn't it like wannabe Mario Galaxy but not good?
Yeah, like literally the art style and everything is like so just like basic, and the villains, the fucking Sinister Six or whatever I think they're called. That's like the Spider-Man thing. I don't remember what they're called, but they're like they're called the Zeddy. I know that, and like the main guy's name's Zavik, and they keep bringing him back like we fucking care about this guy. All of them are expendable. They're just the Koopalings, but worse. They're the Koopalings, but lacking any sort of individuality outside of like a one-note character
just
trait.
A girl.
Literally, it's like yeah, like the sassy girl of the group. She's always like doing her nails. Like great, nice, classic. This is how we remember like Sonic plots to be. Like Sonic plots used to literally be like existential, like what is my purpose to exist? Like what, like, you know, it's like dealing with like major themes of like death and losing loved ones, and like the fate of the world hangs in the balance, and heroes got to work together, like real, and things get dark, like real, like it just took itself seriously. It knew how dumb it was, but it took itself seriously and was like proud. It wore that on its sleeve, and that's what made it charming. Like that is what makes like the adventure games like so charming. It's just how ridiculous it is, but it never backs down. It's like, yeah, this is the fucking story we're telling. And I admire that so much.
Real talk, like the final boss of Sonic Adventure 2, like
the fucking lizard.
Yeah, no, the fucking bio lizard in space when Sonic and Shadow are both in their super forms and Live and Learn is playing. Like it's so stupid, but it's fucking hype as all hell.
It's so fucking hype. You like read that environment like to a person, it sounds like fucking ridiculous. Like two hedgehogs in like Super Saiyan form fighting a giant lizard that has strapped itself to a like space colony so that it can like crash it into the earth, destroying humanity. Like the two hedgehogs have to stop this lizard. Like, well, it's like, what the fuck? But in the game, like, it's so deep. Like, this lizard is like not only like, you know, just like trying to destroy everything. It's literally like causes Shadow to go through a fucking existential crisis because it's his like his prototype, and like it brings up questions as to like what his purpose is and like what the meaning of life is, and like it's like, does he really like want to destroy like humanity? Is that what like is his purpose? And like it's it is
instead
ridiculous.
He saves humanity.
Instead, he's a hero. Maria said, actually, Shadow, I want you to save everybody, not kill them all, you fucking idiot. Shadow, don't misconstrue my words. And then she gets shot. That's the other thing. There's literally like a child gets shot in Sonic Adventure 2. A child with AIDS, may I remind you. A child with AIDS gets shot and killed, and then Shadow gets sent to Earth. Of course, Shadow being the cure to the AIDS, but that's a podcast for another time. But yeah, if this new Sonic game is that Breath of the Wild style open world game, I mean, I'm not gonna write it off. It could be interesting. I do think like having Sonic running around a big open place could be like a good idea, but it's yet to be seen. because like as far as they know, they could probably just make a big flat open plane and you just run in fucking circles the whole time. Which God forbid that be what happens.
You never know, it just might be.
Knowing Sonic Team, it probably fucking is. But ultimately, yeah, that was Sonic's 30th anniversary stream, and I came away from it basically feeling about the same as I felt before, which I don't think is the greatest thing to feel coming away from an announcement for a series that you do enjoy.
It's so sad because part of me was really hoping that it would be something really nice. Because, like, fucking Monster Hunter had, or well, I guess starting like back a few weeks ago, Final Fantasy XIV had their amazing fan fest.
Yep.
Fucking Monster
It
Hunter
was
had
hit after hit.
all sorts of big announcements for Monster Hunter Rise. What's it called? Dragon Quest had an like honestly outstanding announcement for their 35th anniversary. And then you had that.
For fans dialed into the hip hop culture, you can go fucking buy the same game again.
Yeah, it's amazing, right?
Do you love Sonic? Okay, well, buy it again. Just keep on buying it. Like I'm tired of buying Sonic 1 through like Knuckles over and over again. I have it on everything. Like everything imaginable. And then they like announce that they're gonna fucking let you buy it again. Like I don't get it. I really don't.
Buy it again, by the way.
They're allowing me to buy it out of the Disney vault. It's Sonic 1 through Knuckles. Yet again. Like Jesus Christ, dude. On a positive note though, like I do hope that this new Sonic game is fulfilling. I genuinely hope Sonic Team is not just fucking making cookie cutter levels with no passion or drive behind them, and they're genuinely like wanting to see what they can do with this game character that like it can be used in versatile ways as shown by like the fan base. Sonic fan games show this.
From what we've seen with Sonic in recent years, I wouldn't hold your breath.
Yeah, I mean that is what I'm coming away from this event feeling like. It really just feels like, okay, we're doing this again. We're doing this all over again. And they haven't learned. Well, great. That's just great. But yeah,
that's the reality that we live in.
Yeah, Sonic is sticking around. That's about it. And then I didn't want it to end on like such a somber note with the Sonic announcement. I almost feel bad now. I mean, genuinely, I am happy that people that didn't get to experience Sonic Colors are going to be able to experience it. Like, I definitely am not trying to take that away. I'm just coming from a place where it's like, I've been playing this franchise for so long, and it'd be cool to like see something like new and cool. Which I guess, that my demographic is like not the one that I think they're trying to get on board right now.
No, I don't think so either.
And that's totally fine.
It's just unfortunate.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate to be specifically me.
Well, I mean, you and a bunch of other Sonic fans.
Obviously. Yeah, the specific like demographic of Sonic fans. But you know what? Hey, maybe we'll find out more about this game, and it could honestly be something special. I'm gonna hold out hope for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that wraps up about all the announcements.
Yeah, I do believe so.
This was our taste test of E3 basically.
There is one thing that I wanted to bring up, and it's something that I'm actually kind of upset about.
What?
So when they were doing announcements for Overwatch 2.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
they announced that the game's PvP mode would be 5v5 instead of 6v6.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, and um, I gotta say that that is a terrible change. I'm not speaking from a balance point of view because I was never an Overwatch player. I would never call myself an Overwatch player. Like I
Mhm.
have an account and I would play like fucking maybe like twice a year with my friends.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, the reason why I think that this is such a terrible change is because Overwatch League, all of the Overwatch League teams have
Oh
6 players.
no. Oh God.
Yeah.
I see where you're going with this.
So quite literally, every single Overwatch League team has to cut one of their players.
That's insane.
And I'm not trying to um I don't know if how accurate this is, but I saw somebody on Twitter who claimed to be like a former Blizzard employee,
Mm-hmm.
and they said that this decision was not one made because of balance reasons. It was made purely so that Blizzard could save money on Overwatch League related shit.
If that's true, like I never want to play Overwatch again.
So, um,
Fuck.
purely speaking from the point of view of the competitive players, I think that that is a seriously fucked up thing to do because, like I said, I'm not sure how many Overwatch League teams there are in total, but each one of them has to essentially kick one of their players.
Well, you would never do that in like major league sports or anything like that. You know, you don't set up like your team, like literally something as important as like the amount of people on your team, and then like you just mix it like yeah, you know what, we're gonna mix it up. We're gonna try something new now. It's like, why would you do that when there's already established teams?
Yeah,
Like
and it's
like baseball next season, we're actually gonna get rid of the shortstop. Turns
yeah,
out that that position's really useless. You don't really need that. Like what the fuck? That's
yeah.
actually
I
like so
completely forgot about
stupid.
this announcement until recently, but yeah, um as somebody who is very big into esports,
Mhm.
uh I just think that that is such a scummy thing to do.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. Like no other professional like sporting like event would do that. Like that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Ugh, Blizzard. I
So sorry to end on an even more somber note or
it's good.
negative note,
Oh no,
but
yeah.
at the very least, like you said, like, and I brought up at the beginning of the podcast, um, we got a lot of announcements, and like E3 still hasn't even happened yet.
2 weeks
And
away.
when I said that you know, some of these announcements might have come out because they even transcend E3,
Mhm.
um, I was talking specifically about all of the Dragon Quest stuff
Yeah.
because Dragon Quest is such a huge prolific series in Japan that at least because for the Dragon Quest like 35th anniversary, like there's I would say like probably millions of Japanese Dragon Quest fans who like would prefer that give they honor the 35th anniversary as opposed to like waiting to announce this stuff uh instead of waiting to announce the stuff at E3.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's such an important staple of gaming that it deserves its own event.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, they followed through and they really gave fans something to celebrate. Makes me happy. Like genuinely, that does make me so happy.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm just excited to see what E3 holds.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, if there even like is more to announce.
That's the one thing I'm a little worried about is like, don't let's not announce everything. Like let's
I
save
mean,
some stuff. I mean, Nintendo hasn't obviously said anything.
yeah, Nintendo. I was literally about to say like I think Nintendo is kind of like the big one that hasn't brought up. Oh, I forgot. Fucking Sony had a state of play for Horizon West.
That's right. I totally like I literally forgot that that was even happening until I saw like just the IGN uploads of like the gameplay.
Yeah, and I also gotta say, to the people who are saying that they're not gonna buy the game because it's gonna be played in 30 FPS. Um, I
Really?
think that those people are fucking stupid.
That's their like sole reason.
Yeah, there are some people who legit are like, oh, fucking, it's 30 FPS, so fuck it, I'm not gonna buy it.
Jesus Christ. I mean, like it'd be. I guess it'd be nice to have like the slider or like the performance option, like Spider-Man had. But like, I don't think it's a reason to really like get mad and be like, I'm not gonna buy this. It's
Yeah, don't get me
bullshit.
wrong. Like obviously, yeah, 60 FPS is nice. Like
Oh
obviously, I
yeah.
prefer 60 FPS to 30 FPS. Um, but uh, I think purely like boycotting a game because it doesn't have a 60 FPS option is fucking dumb.
Yeah, I think it's dumb, and I mean, yeah, it's like it's yeah, 60 FPS is it just feels good, but like, yeah, man, I could do 30 FPS. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, it's whatever. As long as I can play the game and it's not like responsive. I play fucking Monster Hunter Rise. It's 30 FPS, and that game is like fucking heroin.
Yeah, like
Don't get
for
on me
me,
about
like
30 FPS.
before I had the computer that I have now, I used to play all of my games on a really old, shitty laptop from Staples, where
Yeah.
I shit you not, I used to play League of Legends on the lowest possible settings, and I would get at most 16 FPS.
Yeah, literally my computer in my room growing up was it was like a dedicated like it was a desktop, but like it was like really slim, and the reason was because like it was just mainly meant for like the Microsoft Home Office suite.
Hmm.
It was like not meant for gaming, but yeah, I used to like I'd run like Steam games on there like just at like 20 frames, like lower, like just doing anything to get that. So people like anyone who's complaining about the fucking like having to play at 30, it's like come on.
Yeah,
Really?
I like fucking how spoiled can you be?
30 is absolutely playable. I am
Yeah,
sorry. You guys start like playing a few games at 60 FPS and somehow you can't go like back. Come on. Come on, people. It is not that bad.
uh, yeah, but yeah, I think that's it for all of the announcements up until this podcast recording.
Yep, and who knows what's gonna happen by the next one.
I mean, Lord knows that I love video game news and I'm always excited for video game news.
We're on the
Uh,
cusp of the big wave of video game news.
yeah, I mean, because
Switch
I
Pro
think,
right around the corner.
oh yeah, there's rumors about that,
Yet
and I
again, there's
think
a rumor every fucking week.
somebody posted that Amazon Mexico has a listing for a new Switch Pro,
Loose lips down in Amazon, Mexico.
but at the same time, it's also like we've seen leaks like this before, like the whole like Metroid Prime collection at Best Buy
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, and that
So
did not follow. I was really sad about that one.
yeah, so I mean, I
I
how do
do
I
not
put it?
believe the way everyone talks about the Switch Pro thing. It's like 4K this and this. I'm like, that's not
No,
like what
the
Nintendo
the
does.
4K thing is so stupid.
I know, like Nintendo doesn't fucking do that. Like they never prioritize like graphical fidelity. If
No,
they did like
they've
a Switch
literally
Pro, they'd
never.
probably like I don't know, like add a new button or like add some like new like feature with it. Like maybe yeah, like have it be like a bigger screen or something. But they never like they very rarely outside of like a small like system enhancement. They'll never like actually fucking like do something where like 4K support. That's
Yeah,
crazy. People are like really pie in the sky like wishing this.
yeah. Um, I mean, if they do announce like a quote unquote Switch Pro, um, I mean,
Pre-order
I
that
might.
shit as soon as possible, people, because we are in the era of scalpers that are just like, if it's anything like the fucking PS5 and Xbox Series X, like, advice to everybody like listening, like, pre-order that as soon as possible.
Yeah.
If you're even thinking about getting it, you'll thank yourself later. But yeah,
I mean, like, I might get it if the improvements are significant, because I'm still using a day one Switch.
same,
Like, sometimes the battery power on it kind of makes me wish, like, I had the updated model where it's got like a
same,
longer battery life.
same.
Also, my right speaker on my Switch itself doesn't exactly work all the time.
There you go. You need a new Switch.
But it's still playable because, like, if I plug headphones or earphones into it,
Yeah,
it works perfectly fine.
yeah, that's true.
Um, but yeah, it's like what is it? I don't particularly need a new Switch, but if, like I said, if the improvements are enough to warrant paying for a new console, then I just might.
Yeah, no, I honestly, I'm kind of in the same camp. Because Maya has the Animal Crossing Switch, which is one of the newer release Switches with the better battery life.
Hmm.
And like seeing like how like long her Switch lasts, I'm just like, God, like holy shit, like the Switch dies so quickly. Did not, like, it's so funny how like I never even considered it until I saw a Switch like actually live longer than 2 hours.
I mean, the whole reason I bought like a really big power bank was
Mhm.
not for my phone. It was entirely for my
Yeah,
Switch.
yeah, totally. And that was one of the big selling points of like those the big power banks.
Because I used to have I have like a few small power banks
Mm-hmm.
because I played a lot of Pokemon Go.
Yeah, same. I have
And
two
so, like,
Pokeball ones that I use.
oh, I don't have any of the I didn't buy any of those ones. I bought like some like $5 ones from Staples
Oh damn, those are good.
because
My mom
like
used to
they,
give those to me because she worked at Staples.
yeah, and like, I mean, it works to like give your phone like 1 or like 75% of a charge,
Yeah.
which
No,
was
honestly.
like all I really needed.
Yeah.
But the uh like, I bought like a really big one that can hold like 3 full charges for a modern phone. Not for fucking, not for my phone, but specifically for my Switch.
Yeah. No, I like I it's like it's necessary honestly on the classic Switch models. People like us using the good old reliable classic Switch model.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I don't want to say like, oh, the classic Switch model like sucks or anything, because I
Oh
fucking
yeah,
love my
no.
Switch.
Same, same.
Yeah, it's just I wouldn't mind a bit of an upgrade.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind just tiny, little something, something, little something, something. But we'll see. All is to be revealed in time.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if anything, they would reveal it at E3, right? When even is E3?
E3 is on June 12th through the 15th.
Oh shit, it starts on my birthday.
Oh yeah, wait, holy shit. It does. Look at that. Look at you.
To be fair, like, E3 is always like on my birthday.
We gotta also point out it's literally like this around the same time in June, isn't
Yeah, it's always at this time, but
it?
oh, I didn't realize it would be starting on my birthday.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh well, I got
Um,
that look forward to, I guess.
oh yeah, and everybody listening will look forward to us complaining about whatever was announced,
Oh yeah.
and then complaining about the people complaining about whatever was announced.
Oh God, wait, just I just want to bring up a quick story about
Oh yeah,
E3
yeah.
announcements. And it's not like a bad one or anything. I remember specifically I was working when Devil May Cry 5 got
Oh
announced.
god.
But my girlfriend wasn't. So, as I was working, I obviously couldn't watch the live stream of E3, but I got a text from my girlfriend, and she said like, "Oh my God, they announced it!" Like, and I was like, "What?" And she was like, "They announced it. They announced Devil May Cry 5," and I immediately texted her back like, "Don't you fucking lie to me, you bitch!"
Don't you lie to me.
Like I can't fucking handle like
It's
being
the fucking Mr.
disappointed.
Incredible meme.
Yeah, don't give me hope.
Don't give me hope. Oh my
Like,
god.
cause I mean, it had been years since DMC Devil May Cry, and it was just like, well, the closest thing we're getting is DMC 4 Special Edition featuring Virgil.
Woo! Devil May Cry 5 like was such like the biggest like it was both like the sigh of relief and like victory cry. Like, cause God only knew where the series was gonna go from there. We weren't even sure if like Capcom was like even gonna like put any stock back in it. But like, there it was, and it was true to its fucking name, and it's so
Yeah,
good.
I remember they like, cause I think they announced it like I think the day before my birthday, and I remember like literally like that entire night. I think I watched the announcement trailer like uh nearly like almost 100 times throughout the day just because like Devil Trigger was like the jam of my life.
Yeah, man. Like, just those are the moments that make E3 like the like what's like just the myth, the legend of E3 amongst gamers. Like it's moments like that that make it that.
Yeah, there's stuff like that. I'm sure they've announced some Smash stuff
Also,
at
when they
E3 that I
announced
just
Peggle
can't
2,
remember.
that was the other time.
What about Knack 2, baby?
Neck 2 baby.
But yeah, it's like I'm looking forward to E3, but I'm also um I guess not exactly putting all of my eggs in the E3 basket.
Oh yeah, of course. Otherwise, you end up like the people that get like really fucking salty on Twitter.
I just. The only time I will get salty on Twitter is when I see stupid shit like All Lives Matter or fucking White
Yeah,
Lives Matter and shit like that. Like, then I'll get salty.
shit's
But,
so.
like, over video
Huntington
game
Beach can fucking
announcements.
fall into the sea. I'm sorry. Fuck, this is getting too real. I gotta chill.
No, I agree. I 100% agree. I don't give a shit if we lose viewers or whatever
Yeah,
over it. Like, I
honestly, yeah.
100% agree.
I'm standing with you on that. Like, fuck that shit, dude. Anybody in here with like the fucking All Lives Matter, White Lives Matter shit, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Like, that is. And if that changes how you view us or how you view me, I don't give a fuck, bro, because that's better for me.
Yeah, honestly, I'd rather you tear apart my fucking gaming opinions.
Yeah, but yeah, there's just I don't think it's necessarily right to get salty over announcements unless it's like an announcement for something really fucking stupid that they like build up to be really big.
Yeah, like releasing the first Sonic games again. I'm just kidding. Don't I would never harass Sonic Team over that. Like I honestly do hope that they're like people passionate and like I can never like speak ill of like people that are just doing their job, you know?
Yeah, no,
I mean no ill will
like
in that
even
way.
even though like the Sonic um Origins collection, I think is what it's called. Even
Yeah.
though that announcement's like a little bit disappointing, it's nothing like I would say like raise pitchforks over.
Yeah.
If they were doing some shit where it's like if you want it, it's a limited time offer. Like I'm gonna be real, I'm still fucking upset that the Mario 3D All Stars pack was a limited time thing.
I'm still salty that they didn't put Mario Galaxy 2 in there.
Yeah, I think that is something that is right to get angry over because there's no reason for it to be a limited time thing.
Yeah, especially that. And also the funny thing is it's literally still in stores. I was literally
Yeah.
in Best Buy like last week and I saw it.
Yeah. Like I just think that that's stupid. I think that that's something you can rightly get mad about, but um yeah, I just unless it's something like that or if it's like if they made the Origins collection like fucking like $80 or some shit like that,
Oh
then I'd
my
be like,
god,
that's a
fuck.
bit fucking much.
Yeah, it is a bit much, guys. At
But
that
I don't
point,
think they're gonna be doing that.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think so either.
But yeah, for E3, I'm looking forward to it. Maybe Square Enix will show off some more Final Fantasy 16 stuff.
Yeah, hopefully. I need to see more of that game.
Or maybe like the next part of Final Fantasy 7 past the integrated DLC.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to E3.
Yeah, honestly, that's a way better positive note to end this off on because we got so much to look forward to.
Yeah, that
And-
is a very big thing. I think E3 has always kind of been the stuff of legends with the things that they announce. Like there's always like at least one fucking banger announcement.
And this year, I got a good feeling. Definitely got a good feeling.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, on that note, this has been the Untitled Gaming Podcast Project. Thank you guys so much for being here, listening to us. As always, there's links down in the description to everything that we do. You can go ahead and check those out down there. Tyus, you want any last words before I kill us both?
Play Final Fantasy 14.
And it's critically acclaimed first expansion.
Heaven's Word.
God damn it. Oh, it never ends.